starting right on time, baby. Happy friggin' Friday, nerds. We've hit 7 million subscribers. Let's go. Celebratory cocktail. It's good to see you guys. Again, finally feeling a little better. We hit the milestone. It's Friday. Oh, heck yeah. We got a lot of bourbon to drink. We got a flight. We got other stuff to drink. It is going to be a good time. I can't believe there's 7,000 people who freaking, watch me. The heck? That is so good. I should have just made another one of those. What is up, everyone? The pregame squad was quiet, and then everyone just showed up at once. So they were just pregaming somewhere else, which is okay. Noah starting off the pregame squad. Rick. Peter White. Tony Two Toes. See, Tony mistaken. He said I have 700,000 subs. We blew that out of the water. Way beyond that. Scott Moody, cheers, y'all have a good one. So Scott's probably elsewhere by now, but Scott was here. Roy does cocktails. Roy, I made a cocktail just for you. Chris Valencia. What's up, Chris? He's sipping on some Elijah Craig rye. Let's go, Fly Fisher. Cheers, everyone. Good to see you. Jake McGee, you friggin' nerd. What's up, dude? Trevor Kunkel. Trevor, while he's here before he goes to sleep. Kevin Campbell. Kevin, you're here. Right on time. Get something in your glass, dude. You have a rough day? Get in here. Drink with us. Hey, Super Chat, Dusty Dan. I haven't even said hello to Dusty yet, but he's already super chatting. Big congrats on 7K, Trev. Cheers. Freaking Dusty Dan, do push-ups. It's good to see you, dude. James B is here. That always throws me off. Freaking Matt Janock. 14 months, huh? 14-month membership. Congratulations. Hey, Donnie's doing his too. Glad I have this to help me occupy my mind tonight. Well, what's up, Donnie? Good to see you, dude. And let's occupy your mind. Slapshot, it's Roadhouse, what's up? Good to see you, dude. Christine Vasco, cheers to 7K subs, nerd. Whatever. J-Max, good to see you. Mike Franklin, the legend. Who else is in here? Jeffrey Rollins, Tim. Unfortunately, I won't be able to catch this live. Congrats on this milestone. Surely you are on the quick path to 15,000. Dude, I feel like that will take forever, but we're getting there. We're getting there with the help of you guys. Gary Franchi, great evening, everyone. Good to see you. Tobias, what's up, nerds? Starting off with BRTO2. Let's freaking go. Dan O'B's here. Joe Dickinson's here. Who let all these nerds in here? The heck, JG. Bourbon Runner, congrats. Tough week. Drinking some Knob Creek 12. But it always seems like the trend, man, that we have a crappy week and we show up here on Friday and we just let it go. We let loose. What's up, John Cloud? Stephen Greenwell, first time watching, having the last of the eagle, then not sure. Killing the eagle. Everyone raise a glass to the fallen eagle. Jereborn Black, good to see you. Grunt, freaking feet and knees together, Jereborn. Good to see you, man. Ricardo, hello, everyone. Good to see you, dude. Nim Rex. What's up? Dylan, Wise Guy, Stu, what's up, dude? Whiskey Uncensored. Yes, there is no censorship. Look at this nerd with 7 million. William Reynolds, the legend. Happy Friday. Good to see you, man. Sugar Kitty! On his way to Doug's, I presume. Let me scroll down. I was scrolling up. We got Rick and Rick H. right next to each other. What's up, Ricks? What are you drinking, Trev? Looks like a sour. Yeah, it's like, it was supposed to be the New York sour. I cannot, for the life of me, float. Well, I can. I just don't know how I do it. Sometimes I float the wine. Other times it just mixes, which tastes the exact same, but I tried. It's really good. Anything that has the word sour in it, I just love it. Good old lemon juice. Egg white. I'm basically a pro. You know? Tom W, good to see you. Mitch, finally able to catch another live chat. I've been in Germany and time difference is a B-starch. Good to see you again, Trev. What's up, Mitch? Mitch is in freaking Deutschland. Eric Gunderson. Congrats to 7K, my friend. $20 super chat. Eric, I freaking love you. For everyone who's been along for the ride, like, remember, it's been a long time, but it also feels like yesterday I had like 13 of you nerds in there, so time flies when you're hanging out with a bunch of freaking nerds. Peter White, $14 Canadian, worth $10.50. So spare me the it's worth 1.75. Thank you for the $10.50, Peter. Paul Peachers, everyone fighting the flu, so heading to bed. Oh, shoot. I'm still like, I was sick last week. Honestly, guys, if you remember, last week, I probably should not have been live. Like, the next day, I was down and out again on the couch. Like, sick. Not hungover, but like, whatever I had. And even now, I'm still, it sounds like I'm congested. I don't know if I sound different to you guys. I sound different to me. What's up, Lido? Good to see you. I think we're down at the bottom. We got there. The Daily Annual Weekly. What's up? Emily, yo, nerd. Good to see you. Johnny 5. What's up, dude? What did we just get? Amy, that's what it was. I can tell when someone does the mega chat because it vibrates my phone. Amy, with the mega chat, there are 7,000 nerds. I did not know there was that many. Congrats, Trev. Much love and cheers all. Amy, I love you. And then also Eric C. Cheers and congrats. Well, cheers, Eric. You sound fine, Trev. You look, however, what? Say it. Beautiful? While I'm finishing this, what is everyone's go-to whiskey cocktail? If you have one. If you have one. If you don't have one, then you don't know. But these sours, man, it's right up my alley. I could probably just drink that all night and then die. It's so refreshing. Smoked old fashions. I have a whole book. Well, Roy probably makes crazy crap. JG, congrats, 7K. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for the $5. I'm TDY to Virginia from Germany, actually able to catch a live stream sipping some Wild Turkey 101. There you go. Don't forget to hit that freaking like button, or else Mitch will do terrible things to you. Isn't that right, Mitch? Steven says, Central Kentucky, I can get some good bottles. What's your fave Kentucky pick? That's a loaded question. What's your favorite Kentucky pick? There's a lot. I don't know. I try to think of things that like Kentucky gets that I can't, or I've never seen. I don't know. I wish I could. I need to stock up on some of those Kentucky only bottles, like those cheap old Heaven Hill bottles and stuff. I love a real sour, but a a perfect Manhattan is amazing. See, a Manhattan, I think I've made one and it just didn't do it for me all that much. Maple old fashioned. I think I did. Hey, I tried, you guys. I remember Joe. It's probably Joe because he said maple, but well, Dram It All did too. That was definitely a thing. I made one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I just didn't do it right. I didn't really notice that much of a difference, so therefore it had to have been done wrong. Because I was like, man, I just might as well have just made a dang regular old fashioned. Maybe I didn't use enough. I don't know. That Into the AM shirt looks uncharacteristically roomy. What do you mean, man? This is an extra large, dude. Whiskey lemonade. Ooh, yeah, like a Kentucky lemonade or what the heck ever. Those are so good. Old-fashioned whiskey sours. Bourbon and water on the rocks. Hold the water and the rocks. What's up, David? 877 MASH now. What's your favorite Kentucky distillery, Steven? Steven, this is his first time live, so he's about to bombard us with questions. I love it. Favorite Kentucky distillery? I mean, come on. You see the Maker's Mark shelf. I love Maker's Mark. I don't know. My favorite distillery as a whole is probably Maker's Mark. My favorite bottles, like if I had to pick an overarching distillery that I'm like, man, their stuff is my favorite. Probably, maybe Old Forester? Maybe? Yeah, I love... The thing with Jim Beam is I have a lot of really good stuff I love from them, but then there's stuff that I just downright don't really want. Who makes Penelope? I think they might make some of their own stuff, but they definitely source from MGP. What's up, Eric Sawyer? Drinking the new Bardstown Origin. How is it? I got a couple. I missed a couple super chats. Kevin friggin' Campbell. $7 mega chat. $7,000 for 7 million subs. Not bad for just a dude. Just a dude hanging out with a bunch of other dudes and a couple chicks. Tony, bag of donuts. Congrats, friggin' nerd. These are Chilean pesos, buddy. Hope you can convert them. 2 weeks till I'm back. Man, you're over there. That's a long time. Raging Irishman. That's a cool name. Just joined the stream. Better late than never. Congrats on 7K. An old fashioned with a Luxardo cherry is my favorite. You guys sold me on the Luxardo cherry. I definitely bought those too. Definitely makes it better. I need to get some whiskey in my dang glass. I don't want to start with the flight right now. I might need to warm up my palate. The flight we're going to do tonight, it's blind. There's no real reason other than I was thinking, one, I want to drink barrel proof stuff. Two, why not pick 4 barrel proofs from the same distillery? And another reason, I'm hoping that these are all similar enough to where it makes me think. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can apply this into the Matt Madness preparation in terms of picking the nuance, like something that has the same Buffalo Trace flavor profile. You know what I'm saying? Eric Sawyer says, did you get your Tic Tacs? Yeah, I did. They're right over there. Mitch, $20 super chat. Congrats on 7K subs. I really enjoy your channel. Cheers to growing the channel. Well, Mitch, we're going to keep it going, baby, because of people like you. Co-in is $13.99 for a 375 half bottle of Maker's Mark cast strength. A good deal. Yeah, $14. So if you just doubled that, that would still be $27 for Maker's cast strength, that's still way under what that bottle cost. Ashton. So just Ashton. I don't know if I've said Ashton's name before. Brown Foreman, number 1. I kind of agree. Maker's Mark is, though, the distillery that I like pretty much everything. I've never really had one I did not like. But like my favorite bottles of all time, come from other distilleries. So let's see. Let me scroll down. Let me grab a glass. Let me grab a glass. I want to get some whiskey. Talking, I don't have freaking whiskey. We'll use a Kinsey. What do we want? We got to get something. We got to get something. I guess we'll just get something Buffalo Trace to warm up the palate, Ah, screw it. Not my most favorite thing in the world. We'll do a little Blanton's Gold. We get the gold Blantons. This just top shelf, We're celebrating tonight. Brian Toner, congrats on the stats. What's up, Brian? Martin, hey Trev, sipping on Shady's Back and Kira's Revenge side by side. Martin about to get schlammered, guys. If you guys didn't get the... That is a loose cork. That's what you don't want to see. Okay, let's just let's put this down. Put it down. It's making me feel a little uncomfortable. But if you have not, you guys did not get the Kira's Revenge or the Shady's Back. If you didn't get both of them, it's very easy to pour them side by side, and the next thing you know, you're floating. It's awesome. Toshi, the legend. Congrats on 7K, Trev. You always have fun. Friday content to sip along to. Well, that's what I want because I want to have fun with you guys. I live about 2 miles from Makers. Dude, Steven, you live in the middle of freaking nowhere. What do you do? When I drive, I've been to Makers multiple times. When I'm out there, I look at all these houses. I'm like, what do these people do? They have to work in you either drive really far, or you work in that little town, or you work at Makers. And I'm pretty sure everyone in that town just parks there in, I don't know, middle of nowhere. William Hall, following the 7 for 7 theme. You got some good people in here, new to the channel, going to follow. Well, William Hall, welcome aboard, my friend. I'm glad you're here. There's a lot of cool people here. This is where you want to be. Cheers. Blanton's Gold. Not bad. I actually really freaking like that bottle. The Blanton's hater I am, Blanton's Gold. I'm bougie. Travis Robinson, congrats, Trev. Thanks for kicking off my Friday night. Well, let's freaking go. Malort for the... Oh, I scrolled way down. Malort for the win. You having a 7 and 7 for 7K. What is the 7 and 7? What does that mean? Show the wrench some love and click that like. There you go. Joe Fair, happy Friday, everyone. What is everyone drinking tonight? Well, you saw the Blanton's Gold. What is everyone drinking? Hey, ADHD freaking whiskey, Matt. Oh, man, I can't wait to hug you. I don't know when I'm going to hug you, but I'm gonna. It's going to be big and delicate. Congrats on 7K, you beautiful legend. And to think, at one point in time, there was ADHD fishing in Trev Wilson. People in the chat. Now look at us. I've gone 13 steps. ADHD, he's on the moon. I don't know if any of this is even making sense, but it's okay. We're here. Redwood Empire. Malort. We'll do Malort tonight at some point. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do Malort. Roger Kurt, Smoke Wagon, Uncut. Uncut. The younger or the other one? What's up, Roger? I don't know if I've said Roger's name here. There's a lot of people's name I haven't said before. Welcome aboard. The Tater Ranch. I guess we're sticking with the Buffalo Trace theme tonight. Replace that cork with synthetic ASAP. Yeah, I probably need to. It's not good. Callaway, what's up, man? Makes sense to me, Trev, says Jeffrey Whack. What's up, Whack Attack? Tastes like gold. Hey, it's up, Z-Man. People just sneak it in here. Let me scroll down. I'm a building contractor, actually done lots of work for Limestone Branch Distillery and some for Log Still Distillery. Limestone Branch is a nice little place. I liked that. When we were in Kentucky, Miss Wrench and I went to Limestone Branch. That was her favorite. Aside from, I say that was her favorite. She really liked Makers. She loved Castle and Key at the Old Taylor. She just loved that just for the grounds. She didn't care anything about the whiskey at all. She thought Makers was really cool. And then Limestone Branch, she was like, this is, like, I like just to hang out. And that it was cool, just to sit, drink. We were the only ones there when we got there. This is one of the best channels, says Dellin. Well, stuff like that makes me what... I just stroked out. Stuff like that is what makes me... I don't know. I wouldn't say keep going, but it I'm going to do this as long as I have fun, but knowing people freaking just enjoy my content, it blows my mind. It just makes it fun hanging out with you guys. Janelle! Still at work. Hope to be leaving soon to have a proper drink. Well, Janelle, you need to hurry up. Roscoe P. Coltrane. Cheers, everyone. Old Forester single barrel rye. There you go. Brian Toner's drinking E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Let's freaking go. That's in the flight tonight. E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. The one I've had for years. It's crazy I still have it. Martin, says we love you more. Oh, Martin, well, I love you. Prideful Goat. Ricardo's drinking Prideful Goat. What do you guys think of Prideful Goat? I've heard a lot of good things about them. Anna Falk. Happy Friday. Starting my night with a Gold Rush cocktail made with Evan Williams White Label. What's a Gold Rush? I feel like I've heard of that. I don't know what goes into it. Joey P, what's up, Trev? Sipping for my infinity bottle after finally filling it up. It's a Burai and delicious. Joey, do you like measure out? Because mine is just a leftovers bottle. It's freaking disgusting. I know some people track what is in their infinity bottle. Ruby Heart 921, congrats on 7K. Having a session pour tonight of Ezra Brooks Distillers Collection Store Pick. I have one of those, I think. Maybe. It's really good. It's really good stuff. Whiskey Burger. Cheers, everyone. Good to see you. Yeah, you want more Barrel Pick shirtless streams? Rewards? Yeah, we'll get into it at the top of the hour. We'll go over. We have a couple extra picks to freaking talk about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 barrel picks. I just threw the notes off the page. Whatever. That's how excited I am. We got 8 lined up. 116 people in here. Let's smash that like button. We'll freaking do it. Everyone. There better be 116 likes. If you're just lurking, you better run to your phone and hit it. And then fill up your glass. If you had to do that, you have to finish your glass. You don't even have to tell me you did. It's an honor system. I trust you. Haven't seen the goat yet. Waiting patiently, otherwise a road trip's necessary. Also, Toby Garman said that comment. I didn't even say hello to him. What's up, Toby? Having some Journeyman. There you go. Whips 100%. David Bay, Saucy Shane. All right, I think what we need to do, there's 116 of you nerds. Let's just start this flight. I'm sure some of you guys just want to know about Buffalo Trace cask strength flight that we're going to do. All I'm trying to do is, I guess I'll rank them. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't be too hard to find out, I guess, what they are. I just want to see if they are similar, because what we're doing is we have the Weller Foolproof, which is the weeder. Throw a little wrench into things. Benchmark Foolproof, which everyone says it's like Stag Junior Light, or Stag Light. Stag Junior. And I got batch 15 or 16. 65.55, so I think that's 16. Or I don't even know. At this point, I don't know. 15, 14. And then E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Right in front of me. They're all poured. So, that's what we're going to do. Joe the Sample Guy, congrats drinking Smoke Wagon. Let's go. A lot of people were drinking that tonight. They're saying I found one. Kelsey Dime, what's up, dude? Sorry for so late. It's okay. It's not like I'm going to see you anytime soon. Trying to kill this Knob Creek store pick. What is that face, and why are you trying to kill it? Gold Rush, 3/4 honey syrup, 3/4 lemon, tuber. That actually sounds pretty good. Hmm. 8 barrel picks, and Trev smiles like a cat who ate a mouse. I'm so friggin' excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control. Joliet. Zet. Yes. Good old Joliet. Jeffrey Jankovic. What's up, Trev? What's up, Jeffrey? Sipping on Evan Williams Single Barrel 2013 Vintage. Those are so gosh dang good. Alan Holman, late to the show. What's up, nerd? What's up, Alan? All right, let's get into this. Throw a little wrench into things. You get it? You have 16. Okay, that's batch 6. So we got Stag Junior batch 16 is the one that's in the flight, if people care. Which one it is. Ezra Books Cast Strength Store Pick. Don't judge, it's Friday. We don't judge. I don't care what you drink. You could be drinking wine, dude. This is the alcohol channel. You can drink water. I don't know why you'd want to hang out with a bunch of drunk people, but... John T! What's up, John? Congrats on 7K. Cheers, buddy. John T, one of the long-time members. There's so many people in here who've been here literally from day freaking one. Like, they were subscriber count. We're talking people in here, they're subscriber number 7. 2. I'm going to drink that ass if you don't keep trying to get me going, Trev. Aiden. What's up? What's up, Dad? Orlando, found Maker's Mark BRT01. There you go. What's up, Orlando? All right, let's get into this freaking flight. Glass A. I will say, Miss Wrench poured these. She's not the best. In fact, she's pretty good because all 3 of these are pretty level. And then look how little is in this one. What the heck? They're pretty uneven. You know, what the heck? This is what I'm going to do first. I'm going to smell them. Here's A. Oh, this is going to be hard. Oh, that one's pungent. Wow. Wow. It's surprising how close these all smell to each other. I can tell they're all different, there is that underlying, unmistakable Buffalo Trace, and I think this is going to be a little harder than I thought. Probably between the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof and the Stag. So Glass A. It's gosh dang delicious. You know it's going to be weird because I'm going to be doing this. It's Buffalo Trace, so I'm going to be like, dude, cherry. I'm going to try and pick what's different about it because the cherry is going to be all of, I guess, maybe how much cherry? I don't know. She was sampling Don't Point. That might be one of her favorites. There's something very desserty about this, like a shortbread cookie note about it. But cherry, you know what I'm saying? The Buffalo Trace is there, but there's a cookie thing about it. Go into lurker mode. Love y'all. Congrats, Travel. Noah, we freaking love you too. I'm drinking Diet Squirt. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if I want to know. Isn't that like a Mountain Dew or something? Whatever floats your boat, Matt. Joliet. Don't know how long he's been doing this, but how does this channel only have 7,000? I ask myself that every day. Like, I'm definitely worthy of... I think I should be at like 2,000 subs. I'm a nerd, man. I've been doing this a while. Freaking... Probably 2 years at this point. I don't even know. Time just goes. Glass A. Let me write this down. I'm basically just going to pick my favorite, and I'll see if I can guess them. But there's no agenda of me guessing this. I just want to drink them, but I want to drink them blind, so I'm, more receptive to picking my favorite one. Shortbread cookie is really good. Shortbread cookie. Go figure. A little cherry. I need to look for the spiciness, because there is a weeder in here. This one's spicy, though. Like... It could be a deceptive weeder. That's what's scary. It drinks kind of delicate, but slight spice, which could be the proof. Also could be the weeder. That could be Weller Foolproof. And the Weller Foolproof I have is a store pick, and it's freaking phenomenal from what I remember. I don't drink Buffalo Trace stuff often. When I'm in here on my own and I'm reaching for bottles, I never grab for Buffalo Trace. Don't know why. Just don't do it. Duke McHale, congrats on 7K. Well deserved. Freaking good to see you, Duke. Faderade is here. What's up, nerds? I've missed these lives. Well, I've missed you. Just got back from underway. What does that mean? Tony H, good to see you. Why is it spicy? I would say it's not spicy in the terms of... It's more like when I say like it's a cinnamon spice or something. Weeders to me typically don't have that. Like a little bite. Like a Maker's Mark just drinks like freaking melted caramel. This has baking goods. Baked goods. Cinnamon spice. That kind of thing. The Bourbon Ban. Hey, we heard Trev hired a PR firm to help him get subscribers. Big if true. I wish. Dustin Poleman, Trev, what's up, stud? Do you have Straight from the Barrel? Nope, don't have it. I would have definitely thrown that in there. I tried to get one of those. Thomas Schneider, cheers. All good to see you, Thomas. Hey, Trev, I can't see your scar anymore. See? It's hidden so well. Let's go to Glass B. I keep talking to you guys and doing B. I can do both. You gotta multitask. What's up, Mike Meyer? Sug it. 3,500 a year is respectable for sure. I mean, there's definitely ups and downs. Like, it's just everyone. You're a content creator. You can have a month where you'll go up 500, and then there's a month where you go up like 3. It's just the way it goes. But, you know, that's the thing. I'm not after numbers. I'm not after... I would much rather have all of you who's here in the chat right now being active, in talking, in getting to know everyone and engaging, than to have 100,000 people and freaking no one... You know what I'm saying? I want quality over quantity. Yeah, the goal is to grow the channel, but I like having you guys. That's what I like. This is what it's about to me. Diet squirt is what you got when you ate too much Olestra. Ugh. All right, let's go to B. Trev, where's Mama Wrench? Feels like years since she's visited. Yeah, we need to do another live stream with her. She was actually over here last night. They're going on vacation tomorrow. They're going on a cruise, and I sent them off. I cooked them dinner. I fried up a bunch of steaks, and it was great. I learned the recipe to Buffalo Zoos, and I made her... She drank like 6. It was awesome. William Hall, for all us fat people, bacon goods are goods. They're awesome. All right, I'm going to B. B's better. They're close. That's what's crazy, is they're so close, but it's like B is just ramped up. It's more spicy. It's more in your face. That's what's making me think now A's probably definitely the Weller. This has got to be, this is one of the other ones. There's like, again, another, it's almost like a graham cracker or something. The cherry note that I'm used to always getting on Buffalo Trace is so subdued in this. I think that's why I'm loving it. Little more oak is covering that medicinal cherry. Oh. That's it, baby. Way less cherry. That I hope you guys know what I'm talking about when I keep saying cherry, cherry, cherry. Buffalo Trace has this very distinct, almost artificial cherry flavor to me that I get on like cough syrup and stuff. Some of them, it's over the top to me. I don't like it. Like regular E.H. Taylor, bottled and bond, it tastes like cough medicine to me. I can almost not drink it. This B has way less of that. It's like on the back of the palate. It's like I drank cough syrup, waited 5 minutes, and then drank a bourbon. Still there a little bit, but not enough to bother me. That's what it is. I'm going to say less cherry. It's like a graham cracker. Graham. There is a little tannic thing. Oak. That's coming from oak. Tannins come from oak. Oak. Little tannic. Which is, it's fine. Takes away some of the sweetness. It's not over the top. You usually don't reach for Buffalo Trace because you know it's not going to be easy to find again. No, it's honestly because it's just not my favorite stuff. Like, I would much rather drink Old Forester Uh, Doc Swinson's. I've been killing those guys. I just freaking love them. Maker's Mark. Shoot, I've been drinking a lot of Larceny Barrel Proof lately. It's been growing on me. Quality over quantity on sub, says Dustin. And that's what we got. A bunch of quality freaking nerds. Probably the Weeder. Yeah, A has got to be the Weeder. B, I don't know. It's less. Hey, Trev, thanks to you. I bought some Maker's Mark number 46. Delicious. Maker's 46 is one of my favorite bottles. Who is in the Indy area? Anyone? Who's in Indy? William Hall is in Indy. That's what he told us. What drink did he just say? Buffalo Zoo? Yeah. I Googled the recipe, and my mom freaking loves Buffalo Zoo from Buffalo Wild Wings. I almost said from Buffalo Trace. Buffalo Wild Wings. And I made it last night for, pre-dinner drinks and stuff. She destroyed them. I'm going to say B so far is definitely better than A. A is still really good until I drink B. And then I realized maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. Let's go to C. Take Mama Ranch to Buffalo Wild Wings or refund our money. I still owe you guys. I got to make a video. Could you imagine 100,000 nerds? No, I couldn't. Bourbon Van, we completely agree, Trev. Quality over quantity. Do it right. You got to do it right. You got to... I'm here to build friends. DC! One of the OG freaking legends. Again, he was probably number 69. What's up, dude? How you doing? I knew you'd come around on the Larceny Barrel Brew. It's good. It's good stuff. All right, Glass C. This, I don't want to jump to any conclusions. This has got to be the benchmark. It is so over the freaking top, like caramel or something. Like, you just melted the whole bag. Caramel, vanilla, squares. Just imagine a big blob of, goop. This. Behind all of that, there's a little bit of youthfulness and then a little bit of that cherry. But it is so in your face benchmark. It's gotta be. Smells hot. I will say, that is benchmark. I'm just going to write that down. Not that it matters. What matters more is how much I like that. I thought it would be a little bit harder to pick that out in terms of, people saying this is Stag Junior freaking light. There's no way you, and maybe, I don't want to say there's no way. There is a way you could mistake this, I guess. But it's so different. It's like its own path in the Buffalo Trace tree that I couldn't see you mistaking it for something that's like a stag that's on that other branch or something. It's just so over the top. Benchmarky. It's really good for what it is. I am in northern Kentucky, so it depends on what part of Indy. Just south of Indy, says Rusty! I don't know why I got so excited when I saw Rusty. All benchmarks smell like sour milk. I think it's good. Good. Maybe I like sour milk, though. Never thought about that. Can't find cast strength benchmark around here. I've been looking. It's pretty good. I'm saying it as if I know for a fact that's what this is. Chris Tats just dropping in to say hi quickly. So much on and still taking forever to get anywhere, but on the improve. Well, Chris, I'm glad you're here. I freaking love you. I love Lil probably 1,000 times more than you, but I still love. But I love you a lot. Good to see you. Bubble Bath Bourbon, what's up, dude? You freaking nerd. Larceny Barrel Proof curb stomps all Weller I have ever had. Curb stomps them. Uh-oh. I might agree. I don't know. I've had some good Wellers, but most of them, Going to start a satellite branch for you. William Hall, what does that mean? Start a bank? That's just not Buffalo Trace. You know what I'm saying? It's so different. It's very caramely, very vanilla-y. Vanilla-y. I could almost even pick out any sort of that Buffalo Trace cherry in that at all. Where's the cherry? And it's hot. It drinks hot. It's gotta be freaking Buffalo or Benchmark. All right, let's go to D. I love the D. Okay. I think that one might be even better than B. D is smelling like it's going to be much darker, like a much thicker, you know, that thick D is much thicker than B is. It smells like you're smelling something dense, like syrup. Which Benchmark? It is the foolproof, Tony. The foolproof. Everything in here is the foolproof. So there's a Stag Jr., E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, Benchmark Foolproof, and Weller Foolproof. Nothing wrong with Benchmark. Love the profile. I'm scrolling down a little bit. I'm trying not to skip too much. Here we go. Matthew Moore. What's up, Matthew? Thoughts on 3-Chord? Enjoying this store pick I'm on right now? I only have one. It is a 15-year-old, which it's Dickel. I'm fairly certain it's all Dickel that's finished in Pinot Noir barrels. I'll have to look at it. I'll be honest, when I first opened it, I got it, Donnie. It's the one we got. At first, I was like, it's too dickly. I don't really like it. But now, it's growing on me. I don't know if it's just sat for a while. Really like it. What's up, Big Vic? At times, you probably love Lil more than I do, Trev. For some reason, all Wild Turkey stuff tastes like sour milk to me. See, that's what's crazy and awesome about palates, are that there's people who are just like, yeah, Wild Turkey's the best thing ever. And then there's people who say, I cannot drink it. Just the same thing with Benchmark. It smells like sour milk. You don't like it. Matt says, I bet that's the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. The thick D, huh? I think it's my favorite. I can't tell you. I think I know what A and C are. It's A is Weller, C is Benchmark. I can't tell you right now between the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof or the Stag. I really can't tell you. I can tell you they're different. I just can't. I don't know. Either I drink too much or spend too much. If you ask my wife, she would agree with both. William, Miss Wrench doesn't really ask, except for, like, how can you really hide it? She walks in here and just sees, you know, that. But I restock her wine, I restock the tequila, I restock the vodka. She you know, it's kind of like, I ain't gonna ask, but my glass better be full. You know what I'm saying? I do need John J. Bowman cask. I don't have a cask strength. I have John J. Bowman port and the single barrel. Or else, yeah, I probably would have. Hey, have Jeep Will Whiskey. Hey, good to see you, dude. Had shoulder surgery today, so can't drink. Tomorrow, hope. What did you have? Rotator cuff? Labral tear? Which one? Says Donnie. Which what? Oh, the 3 chord? Hold on. I'm going to get it out just because whenever we finish this flight on the top of the hour, when we start drinking whatever we want, I probably will drink this. 12 bar reserve. Well, I think that's it. Caesar's 15-year-old. Distilled in Tennessee. Finished in Pinot Noir. So, 15-year-old 3 chord. Definitely, it says distilled in Tennessee. It is most undeniable Dickel, which is fine. We'll get into it though later. I want to drink more of D, and I'm gonna pick my favorite. Hey, Matthew Moore, he's a new subscriber. Matthew, for one, how did you find this live stream? Wasn't subscribed and now he's subscribed. We just called you out right with the fireworks, bro. Is it just me, or does there seem to be less and less sourcing from Dickel here lately? I think a lot of people, though, I think there's people, maybe the people who were sourcing from Dickel are moving into their own stuff. Like, everyone's goal should be to release your own stuff. Like, can you truly build a legacy? You know what I'm saying? Like, you are a staple for 100. I mean, look how long all of these other guys have been around. Can you really build a legacy if all you do is source someone else's whiskey for the rest of time? You know what I'm saying? I think everyone's goal is probably to put out their own stuff and build their own legacy. Also, on the other side of the coin, maybe, I mean, think about it. Everyone was sourcing from Dickel, so it kind of got saturated, and it's just the natural, as a business person, they're probably like, hey, maybe we should switch it up a little bit, because people are going to get tired of us doing the same crap that everyone else is doing. So maybe it's that too? I don't know. I'm just a dude. These are just my thoughts. Rotator cuff. Well, yeah, take it easy, dude. Yo, Bad Axe Bourbon, what's up, dude? I think D is the perfect amount of oaky, cinnamony, cherry. It's like the total package to me. Because again, I just hate saying the word cherry because I say it 1,000 times in this on this Buffalo Trace crap. It is so done right and blended in D. That's how it should be. I'm going to say perfectly cherry, oaky. I called B graham cracker. This is much more baked. This is this is darker pie crust type territory. Very baking goods type of stuff. Desserty. Desserty pie crust. It's like it's like a pie crust that is about to get burnt, so it is as tan as possible without, charring. That makes sense. Tanned pie. I just made that up. That's phenomenal. I'm going to side by side D and B because those are my favorite. These are my favorite by far. It's D. I don't even have to retry it. D is the winner. Going back to B, it is much lighter in terms of maybe more vanilla side of things, whereas D is much more dark, dense, very dense. Nerd, get nerdy and tell us which batch Stag and E.H. Taylor you're drinking. The E.H. Taylor barrel proof is 2021. It's an older batch, or 20 even. I've had it for a while. It's the only one I could get. And then the Stag is batch 16. It's the 60. Is that what we agreed on, Kevin? 65.55. Mark Vasco, nerd. Small distilleries that source from Dickel are also blending them with Kentucky and Tennessee whiskeys. Again, that too, I think they're trying to... It's just like everything. If you are going to be blending, if you're a blender and you're not distilling your own stuff, you have to keep evolving. So you can't just keep putting out a single source barrel from a distillery. You got to start blending, buy a barrel from them and Dickel and blend it. You got to evolve your flavor profile for your new bottles, or else it'll just all be the same. It'll all be your whole portfolio is going to be Dickel. Like, this is obviously Dickel. And then Dickel is obviously Dickel. So you're not standing out from them. So I think that's why you're seeing a lot of blending. You're seeing, I guess, less of a full-blown 15-year-old Dickel barrel they just bought from them and finished it. Seeing less of that. Oh my, the Larceny C922 is killer. I've heard that. I guess I missed it. I don't know if I missed it or it hasn't even dropped here yet. Larceny pick barrel proof stuff seems to come either the day that it's released or like months later. So I'm hoping that it's just late so I can try one. I've been loving the B batch. Like, holy crap, I've been loving it. All right. Let me get my final thoughts. We'll figure out what these are. And then we'll go into the second half of the show where we just chat. You can ask me any question on Earth. We're celebrating. We're going to drink whatever the heck we want to. You guys are going to drink whatever the heck we want to. We're going to have a good night. I might, whatever I find out D is, I'm probably going to pour more of it. This is phenomenal. It's so balanced. All of those flavors are balanced. Let me take a little sip of all of them. Ugh. After drinking D, whenever you put the D in your mouth and you go and put the A in your mouth, it doesn't taste good anymore. That's the Weller. I'm calling that Weller. I will say, to its credit, when I first sipped it, it was pretty dang good. Just comparing them side by side, you can just tell it's not the best. B, it was the less cherry. It's lighter. I don't know what it is. It's either the barrel E.H. Taylor or the Stag. I'm going to put it. I'm supposed to be tasting these. Yeah, still really good. Really, really good. That's just showing you how much I like the D. C, that's benchmark all day goddamn long. It's got to be. It has the quintessential benchmark flavor, the nose, calling it there. Yeah, so D's number one. All right, so this is what we got. First place is Big D. Second place is B. Third place is Benchmark, I mean C. And then fourth place is Weller, or A. So that's what we got. That's my judgment. If I had to guess, maybe Stag is D? I don't know. Do you get peanuts on Benchmark? I could see. I wouldn't, DC, I wouldn't call that peanut, but when you say that and then I go and smell it, I could see people interpreting that as peanut. It's so different from all of these other ones that are like quintessential Buffalo Trace. It's like different levels of Buffalo Trace. And then there's Benchmark, which is kind of like the cousin over here. Weller Foolproof last? That sour ruined your palate. We about to find out, dude. It honestly, I like that Benchmark. It's not that I disliked this Weller Foolproof. Maybe the weeder in it like made it seem lighter. I don't know. It's weird though. It's weird to me, and we're going to find out when we find out the answers. It's weird to me though that I get a lot of spice on that. It's spicy. But then again, I don't know which one would be Weller Full. If that's not Weller Foolproof, I don't know which other one would be. You know what? This may change everything. My ranking is not changing. I think B, which is my second place, that might be Weller Foolproof. That if that's the case, then we have fourth place being either a E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof or Stag, which is kind of even crazier to think about. I just went back to A to B. A is so spicy that it cannot be. That can't be a weeder. I think we have a dilemma. There is an E.H. Taylor barrel proof in this flight. Oh, okay. I think we should just find out what these are. I think these, again, A. Let's just find out. You know what? Screw it. No more talking about it. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking B is Weller now, only because of how spicy A is. But I don't know what. A is my fourth place. That's what we're getting at. A, fourth place. Shortbread cookie, cherry, delicate, slight spice. I talked about the spice. Fourth place. I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'm just gonna. I wish I could drag this tease out. Wow. Okay. Terry Grubb. What's up, Terry? Thanks for the show. You are entertaining. Well, Terry, I'm glad you're here. Have you been here before, Terry? Put it in reverse, Terry. Glad you're here. Fourth place, which I initially called a weeder, but then kind of changed my mind just because of the spice. I was right when I decided that was not Weller foolproof. Fourth place, E.H. Taylor barrel proof. Wow. Wow. No. E.H. Taylor barrel proof for the win. It got fourth freaking place. Wow. It's really good. Unsubbed. Hey, you freaking pour this blind. I will give you guys the benefit of the doubt that Benchmark, which I'm guaranteeing you is number 3, I wouldn't say it's better in terms of, like, if I side by side A and C, I liked it because of how different it was in. Hey, let's keep going. I'm just saying, when you side by side them, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I had to put them in a rank. Don't get mad. Third place was C, and I called that Benchmark, and it was Benchmark. It's probably not better than the E.H. Taylor, but I enjoy this a lot. I enjoy how different it is. Well, now that's crazy. Second place was B. I changed my guess at the list. I said it was less cherry, graham cracker, and it was almost tannic. Lighter. I even said lighter. I should have known that was the weeder. B, Weller. So that means D, Stag 16 was my favorite. Stag. E.H. Taylor's overrated. John T, you lost it. E.H. Taylor. I'll pour a little more for you guys. Here we go. It is E.H. Taylor barrel proof. That kind of blows my mind too. You know what it is? I figured it out. or I figured out whatever that caramely note is on the benchmark is definitely here. Guys, I don't want to sound like that guy. A was the one Miss Wrench poured the least amount in. Do you think that could have done something to it? I poured more. I poured more. We're settling this. We're settling this. We're settling this. Johnny, the commercial break is coming after this. This is breaking news. I'm going between the E.H. Taylor and the Full Proof. I just can't believe that got second for me. Don't plaque. What is that word? I just want to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. A lot of people were upset, but I honestly remember that was the lowest amount. Like, it was the least filled glass. Try mixing Benchmark, Full Proof, and Eagle Rare. Closest you'll get to Stag Jr. Well, Terrence, we're about to do that too. You jacked, bro. That sour wrecked you. A weeder can be funky and you throw it in a blind, not predictable. In DC knows more than anyone, guys. And I'm telling you, if you listen to my results right there and you thought I was crazy, you better go get your wife, your dog, me to pour you a blind of something like this and see how you rank them. I'm telling you, it's going to throw you a curveball. It's going to throw you a freaking 57-mile-an-hour knuckleball. And you're just going to watch it go by. I will tell you, either this bottle has been... I'm not saying it smells tainted or bad. It smells very soft and delicate. So maybe it is losing some of its, muster. It almost smells like a weeder. I'm not kidding. Even now, like, I'm looking at the bottle and it's smelling like... See, the Weller it smells more alive. Maybe it's dying. You crushed my hopes for the hype on E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. Terrence, dude, it's still good. Don't get me wrong. None of these were bad. Which batch E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof? Whoever knows, it's the 130.3. I've had this for, years. So, it's old. It's old. This just in. Trev hates E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. I'll scream it from the roofs. F-E-H... No, I'm just kidding. It's a good bottle. No. Yeah. I got a little bigger mouthful. Mouthful. It's a little better. I still don't know if I would rank it different. I'm not going to change my ranking. I will say I had so little in the glass. I was taking the smallest of sips. I really don't think I was judging it accurately. I think, though, and I'm going to be honest in why I'm not beating myself too much, this Weller Full Proof pick I got is great. This is a hitter. So, I'll take it. I will take it. If nothing else, this makes me want to buy Benchmark immediately. I'm going to tell you right now. I will say this. I will be completely transparent with my freaking order. I knew this was benchmark from the beginning. The nose is not, it smells like benchmark. It's not great. When you drink it though, you're pleasantly surprised with how it tastes. Knowing it's benchmark, you're like, this is a $25 full proof. I think that in itself adds weight to what that bottle is. Like, you have to go stand in line and sell your left nut to get this. In Weller Full Proofs, $25, freaking who cares? I think the difference of that, I'm waiting in line, I'm waiting in line is way up here. That sucks. And this weight of it being cheap and freaking good, Benchmark's not weeded. I don't think. I hope not, because I just said that like I knew. I passed on a Weller Full Proof for 175. And Donnie said, is that the one I got you? No. This is the one. Do you remember calling me saying I won a bottle of Weller Full Proof? It's that one. So this is from 2019. This is COVID barrel, baby. It's great. Great. Gallenstein. I don't know. Gallenstein is the store. So that's my thing. I'm not saying, if you want me to be just straight up honest with you, I would say, come on, this is the Wrench channel. We cut the bull crap. We don't care about the freaking label or what the goddamn bottle is. If I smell the Colonel Taylor next to the Benchmark and I taste them, I could probably say, yeah, the Colonel Taylor's probably better. The fact that I enjoy this Benchmark so much, it's kind of telling, and I think everyone should take this to heart. The hype and difficulty of getting bottles does not mean it should be your favorite bottle ever, and it shouldn't be number one. It's a bourbon just like everything else, and it has a place on your palate. Either it's number 1 or it's number 69. Your palate's different. I think the Taylor is obviously a better bottle. I just was really enjoying this Benchmark. And isn't that what it's all about? Is what you enjoy? That's what I'm getting at. Maybe I like drinking. That Taylor is more nuanced. That's something you pour the beginning of the night, break it apart, and then when you start getting freaking tipsy, pour the Benchmark and just enjoy yourself. That's what it is. I think the Taylor's a little more delicate for whatever reason. Maybe it's old and it's losing some of its flavor or something, but a little more delicate. The Benchmark's bold and in your goddamn face. Rant over. Terrence Walker, $5 super chat. Love the live. Well, I'm glad. I've had a lot of fun so far tonight. That's the whole point of tasting blind. That too. You guys would probably be surprised too, because and I will say this. I could probably have this re-poured for me, and I struggle to find the Stag again. So, how is the finish on the Benchmark, though? I will say, in terms of complexity, Matthew, it's way lacking. Like, The Colonel Taylor is definitely the more complex, more sophisticated, just more, that's where E.H. Taylor wins. It wins on a lot of fronts. The flavor, though, that the Benchmark has is enjoyable, and it's different, and it's $25. They're all different. They're all different. Hey, nerds, your best go-to bourbon under 50. A couple of mine. Cooper's Craft 100, Redwood Empire, Lost Monarch. That's a great question, everyone. Let's answer it, because we can, this is question time. We can all ask questions. Anyone who has questions or anyone who just wants to talk, leave your comments. Everyone's going to get to you. I'm going to blend some of these because I got some in my glass. So I just want to see a Buffalo Trace blend. Some of my favorites? When I say budget, everyone's budget's different. I'm going to put a cap on $30. Under 30. Early Times, bottled and bond. Old Forester 100 proof. I'm looking, I'm scanning. Maker's 46. It's like 29. It's right on the cusp. But I would say Maker's 46. Yeah, there you go. There's three. Well, like 101. I like 101. I'm not as big as a fanboy of Maker's 101 as most people. I'm much more like, I would just rather buy a rare breed and then like call it good. Knob Creek 9, that's a great one too. It's kind of gone up a little bit though. And no. Matthew Moore says, I haven't done the early times yet. Those other guys make me feel like I missed out from the old early times. I've been planning on doing a video because I have both. And people are very adamant that they are totally different. But all I can tell you is even if they are totally different, I love the new one. So they could be different, but I still love it. I love the new early time. So, and it's cheaper. They sell early times, the new one, on my shelves for $16 for a freaking liter. You could give me a less good bottle, $16. Dunzo. Pod Trent the Legend. Rare breed is the GOAT. It honestly is. 1792 small batch. See, I'm like, 1792 small batch is just kind of, like, middle of the road to me. The bottled and bond's where it's at, but it's so hard to find anymore, man. So hard to find. Dave Brown, Bourbon Hunter. What's up, Dave? McAfee Brothers Benchmark. Like regular benchmark? Old Tub and Old Granddad Bottle and Bond. See, that's where we're totally different, dude. Old Tub does not do it for me. Old Granddad. Those are the Beams. When I said Jim Beam has bottles that I don't it's not that I dislike them. I just do not reach for them ever. Old Tub, Old Granddad. It's like that side of the Beam family tree is way more citrusy. It's like orange citrus nuts. And I don't, that's just not me. Eric C, Trev, totally agree on the benchmark. Foolproof for the money is a solid buy. And then I saw someone ask, I don't know where it went, how much over MSRP would you pay for E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof? Dude, I'm a type of guy, and this might not help you at all. I'm the type of guy who, no matter what, I probably would never pay double MSRP for anything. So if I paid $80 for this, I would pay $80 for this every day of the week. I probably wouldn't pay over $150 for it. That, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that good. This is not this is not a $200 bottle. It's a barrel proof. It's like Elijah Craig barrel proof. It's $60, $70. It's delicious. Why would I want to pay $180 for it? It's like, no, it's great because it's what it is and it's the price it is. When you start paying double the price, you're paying for the name in the bottle. You're not paying for the taste. You're not paying for how great you're gonna feel when you drink it. You're gonna drink it and be like, oh yeah, it's a really great bottle. I understand why the MSRP is $80. That's my thing. I'm only comfortable doing that is because I've tried so much of this crap. Like, go to bars, you go to Kentucky, they spend $20 on a pour of it, and you'll probably change your mind on a lot of stuff. $50 for a pour, you'll change your mind real quick. There's a lot of good stuff out there, and there's a lot of good stuff that's charged exponentially more, and I don't know why. It just has a hype and rarity of getting it, and I'm a cheapsteak. I think that's unjustifiable. It's not that good. Crap. I'm going to blend stuff together. I'm going to tell you right now, maybe this will make more sense. If I was on a desert island, if I had to do desert island whiskeys, 5 bottles I had to bring to a desert island, and I had an unlimited supply, I would not be bringing this. Like, I'm going to bring stuff that I thoroughly enjoy and just brings, even if it's cheap. If it, like, I'll drink the crap out of freaking Old Forester 1897, 1920. I will drink that stuff for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Love that stuff. I'm glad to own this. I enjoy being able to drink that every day of the freaking week if I want to. Oh, okay. Cheap steak? Yes, I say cheap steak. My coworkers make fun of me too. I say cheap steak. I know it's something I say. I'm glad you guys called me out on it. My coworker called me out on it too, and I was like, I know, but that's what I want to say. I've said it forever. Okay, let me catch up on chat. If you guys have any questions or whatever, let's hang out, man. Let's drink some whiskey. I'll answer your questions. Will Zurich, oh my God, God dang it, do I miss you? Yo, bro, because it's Taylor barrel proof. Remember Winona? I don't remember what you're talking about. Is that where we stay? Was that the city we slept in? Crap. We should stop drinking. Are you speaking, Wilzerg, are you speaking of us buying Tornado? The Tornado? Or Warehouse? No, it wasn't Tornado, it was Warehouse C. Jeff. Plus, what is your time worth driving all over town? God dang it, Jeff. For one, Jeff just subscribed. 2, Jeff, how did you find the channel for you just now to subscribe? 2, Jeff brings up one of the greatest points of hunting bourbon. This is going into wrench rants because this is one of my biggest things ever. People who just drive all over the place. I drive here, I drive there. I'm doing a 3-hour circle and hitting all these stores every day. You find a bottle. You buy the bottle. How much time? For one, let's backtrack. How much gas money did you spend going to these stores hoping to find something? Probably a lot more than that bottle's worth, and then you had to buy the bottle. 2, I don't know about you guys, I value my time very highly. Like, it just seems like you never have that many hours in the day after work. I would much rather go to the store, spend 20 minutes to drive to the store, get a bottle of something that you love, and come home, and I would hang out with my hot freaking babe on the couch with Willow, the dog, watching movies and getting slammered on a good bottle, than spending all day driving and then coming home with a Weller that I spent 5 times the price for. You know, like, you gotta balance. You gotta balance. Texas guys gotta be like, Weller's my budget bourbon. We get Weller Special Reserve here on the regular. Let me scroll down. I feel like I'm behind again. But that's okay. Trev, why are you so bad at airsoft? Johnny, I will destroy you. Hey, Trev, if I send you a bottle of Ben Holiday bottled in bond bourbon, would you give it an honest rinse review on your stream? Fly Fisher, freak, yeah, I will open it live and tell you exactly what the frick I think. What state are you in, Trev? Matthew, I am in Arkansas, where cousin loving is okay. James B. Hold on. There's a lot of stuff going on. James B has to say, is there any Patreon news? We'll make this really quick. To anyone who's here who is a Patreon and anyone who's not a Patreon, you need to freaking listen to this. I'm about to give you guys a rundown of every single barrel pick that we are about to drop on Patreon within, like, I don't know when. It's like these are everything that's lined up. This is what's coming. First, which is already being bottled, is the Nassif Boo Rye. We've talked about that. The Boo Rye. Important news to everyone. Next Wednesday, so like 4 days from now, I don't know, math, Wednesday on the Mash and Drum, we will be picking a 27-year-old hazmat Canadian whiskey. If you guys remember Brain Candy, this is Brain Candy 2.0. Think about that. 27 years old, 100. The 2 samples we got, 155, 158. We're picking that Wednesday. Next, Doc Swinson, love of my life. They are sending us samples of 6-year-old MGP barrel proof bourbon. So finally, the Bourbon Wrench is having bourbon barrel picks. The samples are on their way. They're not on the way. He's shipping them Monday. So they will be here next week. So Doc Swinson bourbon pick, which I'm god dang so excited for that one. You ready? Because we're still going. Mammoth. If you guys were at Pours at the Park, the Bourbon Junkies meetup, Mammoth was there. We're doing 2 picks with them. Get this. One of them is just, you know, the boring old delicious regular 135 proof rye that they have. Really good. The other one, there isn't an age stated specifically. But the range we're looking at, 14 to 18-year-old hazmat rye. So 2 picks. One will be dropped soon. The other will be dropped towards the end of the year. We're still going. We have 2 other distilleries lined up. This is probably later in the year. Farm and Spirit. Up and coming. You're going to want it, this crap. And Middle West. Middle West. I've heard people really love their stuff. We're lined up with them. So there's 2. The last one. It's revolutionary. No other channel has done this. Again, I'm sorry, bourbon lovers. It's another rye, but Templeton. We've been talking about Templeton. Them fools agreed to do a pick with us. So we're doing a Templeton pick. They're sending us the samples. That will be soon. That's a lot of barrel picks. So, holy freaking crap. This is insane. Mammoth is so good. Doc Swinson pick, I'm your Huckleberry. I thought you were in Arizona. No. Seltzer Dan, congrats on 7K, brother. Keep it up. I freaking love you, Dan. I'm going to kiss you. This guy signed up for Patreon tonight. Did you? Holy crap, I missed it. Dallin Robbins, the latest Patreon. So there we have it, guys. There's a lot of picks coming. What's up, Dramhound, the legend? So, picks aside, you know, we have a lot of picks coming that are Patreon exclusive to my Patreon and thewhiskeychannel.com. So, if you're a Patreon of mine or theirs or both, you're in. The last of the news, the first merchandise of 2023 is going to be ordered by this month. So that'll be going out to first quarter 2023. So not only will you be getting freaking 3 store picks at least, you're going to be getting glasses, coasters, whatever tier you sign up for, you'll be getting that. So there we go. There's the Patreon commercial. Seriously, thanks to all the people who are patrons. I keep saying I just have not made time to do a Patreon live stream. We have to do one soon again. I keep saying Sunday, and then I never do it Sunday. So, Johnny, you just need to text me and tell me to go live on Sunday. Ooh! This is the blend of tonight, by the way. All I care about is my Darth Glenn. Guys, I'm looking at some really cool merch items. So for anyone who in here who is a Patreon, you're excited. Matthew says, what barrel picks have you done? For our channel, I've been on a couple picks outside of my channel. But for us, like Patrons so far, we've worked with Nassif, Cat's Eye Distillery, a lot. We've done a 7-year-old Obtainium light whiskey. It was like 130 freaking plus proof. Finished in Jack Daniels barrels. Then we did 2 different 15-year-old Obtainiums. Matthew's new here. Matthew's new. We got to show him some of these. We did some 15-year-old light whiskey Obtainium. You know, we always get the cool sticker. We released 2 of them. both 15 years old, both very high proof, and they will get you slammered. We've also done, which is like, this is easily one of the best freaking bottles ever. You Don't Know Jack is the GOAT. Joe Dickinson still, he has three You Don't Know Jack. Look, everyone loves the You Don't Know Jack. It was a great bottle. This, though, is one of my favorite picks we've done. We did a Sagamore Spirit Rye. The Suggetmore. That crap good. This is amazing. So, yeah, Matthew, you've been missing out, bro. But hey, luckily, we've been to slam you guys all 2023. We've been lining it up, man. I'm so excited. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. All right, let's drink some bourbon. I've been ranting too much. Just go check it out. Go check out the Patreon page. I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to convince people. I feel like if we just put out good stuff, the people will come. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm looking at the sheet. Like, I wrote it all down. It's going to be a wild year, man. Matthew Moore just joined the Wrench crew. We need to make sure, Matthew, I appreciate you joining the Wrench crew, but if you just joined for the barrel picks, you joined the wrong crew. I'm just going to be just straight up. Someone need to give Matthew the Patreon crew. But I appreciate you nonetheless. If we put out more, the people will come. Oh, crap, Jerry. Oh. Experienced whiskey old guy. Hey, what's up, Barry? Congrats on the 7K. You deserve all the support, brother. Quality over quantity. I'm just drinking this blend right now, guys. And we're getting there. What's up, Kevin O'Keefe? The Suggetmore is incredible. Only have one more left, and that's kind of sad. My favorite thing is how you guys buy multiples, just like me, because it's like, I don't want to oversell any of our picks we do, but I've bought multiple of everyone. I've honestly just been happy that they're sending us such good samples. That's what I'm like excited about, you know? Because I don't make the stuff. They're sending me the stuff. Fridays have become huge bourbon live night. Mondays seem like the least lives. Well, Monday is when our cohort friggin' thewhiskeychannel.com. We are like this. We're more like this. We're like a partnership in their, you know, we do this together. I think maybe there's like a lot of people going live on Fridays. I don't care. People will go where they want to go and watch what they want to watch. I love it. But this is where you should be. I wish I would have picked up more of that Sagamore. We'll probably do another with him because Brian, we're pretty good friends with Brian Tracy's in here all the time, guys. I don't know if you knew that, but Brian Tracy of Sagamore is in this chat a lot. He I don't know, he might even be here now. Brian, are you here? He's probably lurking for all we know, but he's here. We'll do another pick with him anytime. Fly Fisher, congrats, Trev, on the 7K. Really enjoy spending my Fridays with you and your followers. Great fun and great group. I'm excited about the future of this channel. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're along for the ride. Everyone in here, man, this is a great group of people. Yeah, Matthew, dude, if you're not doing anything on Fridays, we're here every Friday, man. So just come hang out. We'll drink with you. Your neighbors, shoot, pull up your neighbors. They can watch too. I met Brian at Pours in the Park, and before I knew who he was, I raved about Sagamore to him. You're literally like, hey, have you ever heard of Sagamore? It's so good. And he's like, huh. Jake McKee, this is going to sound weird, but for a second, I think you took on the shape of a unicorn. It was like I was floating outside of my body. Jake McKee. Legend. Nerds and turds. Yep, the nerds and turds pick, man. It's all about having fun. You can't be too serious. I can't wait, guys, for the Doc Swenson pick that we haven't even picked yet. I already have the sticker idea. I'm hoping that people will enjoy it as much as I do in my mind. Think Blink 182, the album with a girl putting on the latex glove. Think that. That's what I'm picturing, but with us. 132 likes, bro. Time for some dick burns. No, I'm not drinking that. I'm not drinking that. I'll do some Malort. I'll do some Malort. DC, I definitely do not want to drink that freaking bottle. Trev, keep bringing the good energy and no nonsense reviews. We don't mess around. Well, we do mess around. I just tell you how it is. Brent Bailey, what's up, man? You're late as piss. But I still love you. Independent Joe. What's up, Joe, you crayon-eating son of a gun? Drink some Maker's Private Selection stuff. It's your jam, isn't it? Yeah, we should, but let chat decide. Oh my god. Here you go. I'll do the poll. I already know it's gonna. I can't spell Tabasco. Here we go, guys. Here's a poll. Do you have any idea what the doc will be, finished or not, or can you even say never mind surprises? No, I'm not going to surprise you because I do know. It's not finished. Unfortunately, I wish we could do a finished one. It is going to be an MGP barrel strength bourbon. So we are looking at let me grab this, docs. It's going to be something like this. This isn't what it looks like. The picks look a little different. But this is their straight bourbon. It's 57.5%, 115 proof. That's the proof. The MGP cast strengths are around 115, like it's under 120. This one's aged 5, but the picks they're sending us are all over 6, is what they said. So over 6 years old for our pick. And I don't even know how many samples they're going to send us, because the dude, I'm telling you, they were like, yeah, we'll send you freaking whatever you want. And I'm like, I don't know, just send it all. I don't know. What do you mean? How many? He literally said, how many samples do you want? I don't know. All of them. Find the best ones and send them to me. Oh, crap. Dickel Tabasco, huh? Nurse Swenson? Mix both of those with Fireball in equal parts. Mix both of what? Malort? Been using you like a radio station while making some cookies. Congrats on the 7K. It's a big deal. Well, whoa, 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 whoa. I want some cookies now, man. I'll do the pole. I can. You want to see me pole dance? You need to finish the Tabasco. You. It appears the chat has spoken. Let me grab the Dick Burns. Wow, surprisingly close to my studio. It's the Dick Burns. Dickel Tabasco. You want to know why I'm not going to finish the bottle? Look how much it is left. We're supposed to be celebrating. Wait, is Trev pole dancing an option? Marinate some chicken in that shiz. I'm about to throw this at DC. It's sad. It's sad that I would much rather do Malort than this. That's very telling. I hate this stuff. Sour pickleball. Dude, those pickleballs are gone, Dramound. Those things are gone. Yeah, this is the Dick Burns. What is that? I don't know if the camera will see it. There's like stuff. Oh, it ain't gonna see it. There's like stuff growing on that. Would that Dickel work in a Bloody Mary? I bet you it would. It's pubic hair. That is fiber, bro. Cork smegma. What's up, Daniel? If you're not going to drink that Tabasco, then give it to me. You drink this? Be jerkin'. Drink more. I can't. My dick burns. Who is B jerkin'? I hate it. You're not getting a chug. You're getting a mouthful. Oh. It is disgusting. Who drinks that? Ugh. It makes me burp immediately. The vinegar gets me. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, dude, it's freaking terrible. Like, I definitely, maybe a Bloody Mary, but you don't drink the mixture, dude. Drinking with Zerk. B Jerkin is drinking with Zerk. Heck yeah, dude. Give Zerk. Hey, Jerkin, you better turn and jerk Zerk. You better give him a big hug. And that's from me. Don't jerk Zerk. Only I can do that. Need a shot of ranch with that swig? Jeff, are you a sadist? God. Big trucker boy, I've had the Dickel Tabasco. Not for me. You would rather have that over Malort? I think I'm just immune. I'm not immune to Malort, but I can handle it more. I've had it so much that it's kind of like, it's like if you're a garbage man, right? You smell your garbage and you're like, Jesus Christ, that's so freaking terrible. But the garbage dude just smelled 30,000 other trash cans. So it's kind of like, it's not as bad. That's how Malort is to me. It's like I'm immune. I'm getting immune. I'm surprised Tabasco would partner with a whiskey. And they're definitely partnered because that's Tabasco's brand right there on that son of a gun. You see the instant regret on his face before the sip. I thought rat poison could kill you. The neck looks the same. I think he may have tricked us. It's a little lower. It was a mouthful. It was not a chug. Trev gets my respect for actually reading the bad comments. This guy isn't a puss. System Trend, good to see you. I read pretty much everything. You know, some channels just skip over stuff. I don't know. You guys are here's the thing. This is almost more for me than it is for you guys. I'm hanging out with you guys, so I want to talk. Jeff says, is there any barrel finish yet to be explored at this point? I would say yes, just because we keep having things come out. I have like freaking 10 Doc Swinson samples over here that they sent me. I need to make a video of it because it's all of their exploratory casks finishes that they're doing. Like they've released them for 2023. There's some weird crap. Like tequila barrels. It's just weird. And we need to see. But that's the thing. Like, these people keep coming out with barrels that of wine finish and all this crap that I've never even heard of. So I'm sure there are barrels of alcohol that we could finish in. Cheers, Donnie. Good to see you, dude. 10K subs idea. Tabasco Dickel butt chug? Dude, I wouldn't do anything. 10K subs, bro. That just better come naturally. I ain't chugging nothing in my butt. I can't wait for DC's 2023 Halloween challenge. Oh boy, I can wait. Just knowing that DC's probably going to do this again is gonna make my year freaking fly by. Sir Cut says, gotta redo it. Thomas Schneider, congrats on 7K. Glad you're here, Thomas. What are you drinking? Old Man Joe! He's lurking. Killed my Lost Monarch to make room for rare character store pick. Delicious. Do you have the rare character? I haven't tried him. Dr. Jake, what up, dude? Congrats, Dr. Jake. I don't know. We've had a lot of new people. Or if they're new, they're at least new to the live stream. Dr. Jake. Shall we have another pour? I know we're getting into the ADHD whiskey territory, but we're celebrating. So should we have anything? Because I will go as long as... taking that back. Some of you guys will stay here all night. I'll do another pour. So if you guys want to see another pour of something, you want a quick review, you want to ask more questions, whatever. What do you want? Have a good pour to make up for that crap you just drank. Maybe I should pick my own pour. 6-hour stream. 6 hours later. To celebrate your favorite pour. B. Jerkin, I don't have cigar blend. Tell Zerk to go find me one. Dustin Hendricks. Let it ride, dude. I need an excuse to go to work with a hangover tomorrow. Dustin, are you coming over tomorrow? Unicorn pour to celebrate. Yeah, I guess we got to do something good. Duke said that Knob Creek 18. I could drink that. But no. But maybe. David! Dave! $5 mega chat! Alright. Hey, what's up, Truman? Crap. Pascal Perret! Hello! New subscriber here, first time here. I know, you just had fireworks on the screen, bro, where everyone knows that you're new here. We just called you out. Also drinking with Zerk. What the hell is Zerk doing right now? He's with everyone. How crazy do you guys want to get? I might do something, because we just hit a milestone. I think we should do it. I have Lucky 7, but I have something that's very, very niche. It's very, very niche. We're celebrating 7,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta celebrate. We have to have at least a pour. But this bottle has not been opened. Maybe we could make this a celebration pour. No. This ain't no big guns. This ain't no Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C919. We will open this bottle is straight from the barrel Maker's Mark. This was thieved out of the barrel into this. This is what our pick was made with. So this is the juice before the staves were put into the Maker's Pick that we did. This is straight from the barrel. They thieved it right into my hands. It's also Maker's Mark. Christine, it's your love. It's Maker's Mark. It's my love. Yes, this is the Blind Speaks before it was finished with the staves. So, it's been unopened. The last time that this thing saw air was in the middle of a Maker's Mark brick house. This is not the Blind Speaks, J-Max. This is the barrel. This is the whiskey of the Blind Speaks before they finished it with the staves. So, they gifted me this bottle. They thieved straight from the barrel, unfiltered. I mean, there's freaking black stuff floating in it. There's all sorts of crap floating in this. Like, this is straight from the barrel Maker's Mark. So, that's what we'll celebrate with. And then from this point on, that's probably all we will celebrate with. I'll probably not open this until then. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, Trev, on a separate note, really enjoyed your music before you started your stream. Would you guys want... I could play music as we did this. We have to get a new glass. Nope, not this glass. We will pour this again. Patreon plug. You can get Bourbon Wrench glasses for joining the Patreon page. Oh crap! Oh, oh my God! You guys have no idea what that. Oh, that. Oh shoot! That feels crazy. It's literally it's Maker's Mark cast strength, but just better. Caleb Frankart, drinking with Zerk and Jerk in Pascal. P. You're drinking with PP. Zerk and Jerk and PP. And Caleb. Oh, here we go. It makes you wish, like, you make. They should just do everything like this, just straight from the barrel. It's so. I don't want to say it's spicy. It burns the nose more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel it so much more than normal. Pee pee la poo. Here we go, guys. Cheers. It's like a burnt Maker's Mark. Like, you're getting some of the charry. Oh, God dang it. Holy crap. Oh my God. Oh, shoot. It makes me mad that now the next time I can open this is at 8,000 subs. Go tell your friends. Please, I want to drink this. Man, is that so much better? It makes you wonder why. Like, why not do this? Imagine Maker's Mark cast strength. Just put that in your head, what that tastes like. I want you to add that char. So Maker's Mark's very sweet caramel candy. Imagine if there was like a burntness to it. That's what this adds that I think every Maker's Mark is lacking. They need to do this more. Holy crap. Joe Dickinson just edited his tier. I don't know what you edited it to because he did the whole year. But he did something. Joe Dickinson! Guys, go check out the Patreon. Again, we got like 1,000 barrel picks coming. This is incredible. My goal in what I told David is when we are able to get these picks going to where we can start going to the distilleries, picking them in the rick house. Like, I really want to bring people freaking like you guys who probably would never get to thieve whiskey out of a barrel. You gotta experience it. I want people who will never experience that to go on these picks because you have to try that. Wigmaster, for one, I've seen you in here. I haven't said hello. And Richie Z, legend. Regular cask tastes like metal. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, this freaking straight from the barrel does not. Joe Dickinson, my girlfriend wants a Kinsey, so I upgraded. Wrench Kinseys, that's what you guys get on Patreon, because for one, I love this glass with all my heart. I mean, look at this. This is like a commercial. Look, 2 finger, all you need is 3 fingers, right? You take this finger, you wrap it on the bottom, your middle finger, the best finger. We're going to do a commercial break here. Middle finger. Look at that. Right there. Trigger finger around the lip. And then you put your third finger underneath it, and look at that. You don't even have to thumb it. You can thumb it. You can thumb for accuracy. Look at this. You can stick this thumb anywhere you want. You can just stick it in back hole, front hole, up hole, or on the glass. Bourbon Wrench, 2023. What's up, Mark Mace? Good to see you, dude. I tried thieve whiskey, but they took my drill away when I was on the tour. Dude's over there like, zzz. That's a Bourbon Wrench Short Kinsey Grip 101. Should do a random selection of patrons to go on picks, and that's what I'm planning on doing. My goal, and the way I view it, is I would do a post and say, like, it would be so random in a fact of, I make a post and say, if you can go, like, you have to be in on this post, like, if you can go, comment, and I'm gonna just randomize the people who comment. So if I say, hey, we're going on Middle West Spirits, because I saw Christine talk about that. Say, Christine's like, hey, I can go on Middle West Spirits. The only people who should enter that are people who are going to show up to freaking Middle West and go on a pick. So if there's 3 people who can go, you got 1 out of 3 odds. I just want to make sure people can go. You got to experience it, man. I don't want to do this by myself. I want people to have fun and get in on it. Yeah, the Middle West. We're on their waiting list. That's the kicker. So it will be sometime this year, but not, I wouldn't say soon in terms of like a couple months. Like the Doc Swenson that's coming, he said 2 months after the pick. So if we pick it now, which we will, January, so it's the end, so February, March, so probably first part of April, late April, Doc Swenson pick. So we're getting it all lined up, so it's all spaced out. Bourbon of the Week, 7K. Dude, what is up? Good to see you, man. You're late as piss, but I love it. Just good old me, $5 super chat. Congrats on the 7K trip. I'm glad you're here. Frosted Kinsey. Would you guys, I know this should be a Patreon question. But I want to ask everyone. I mainly want people who are outsiders. I want their input. If I did a Frosted Kinsey for everyone, like that was your award, what would you think of that? Like, do you want a frosted glass? I've done a Frosted Kinsey, and it was, all of my experimental glasses goes to my $25 and up people. The Frosted Kinsey was experimental. The Black Glen was experimental. I made like 15, 20 of them, and it goes to them. It helps me, though. Now, they both worked out great. I think I could do a Frosted Kinsey for like the vast majority of people. Be pretty cool. That'd be cool. The Black Kinsey, I don't think that exists. But the Frosted Kinsey could. That is so, so good. All right, let's Let's just go another 5 minutes, because I got 5 minutes to finish this. We'll wrap her up so we don't go too long. You got 5 minutes. If you have any question about bourbon, about anything, just let's open her up. Ask a question, I'll go. Terrence, new Patreon, Terrence. He joined. You just said Patreon link. It said you joined 5 minutes ago. You're in. Terrence is, what is love? You want to know what love is, Wigmaster? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. It's not showing up. It says new Patreon, Terrence Walker. Have you tried Prideful Goat 6-year rye? Hey, for one, freaking Geoff, say on! Geoff. I saw you earlier and I forgot to say hello. Geoff. I haven't tried any Prideful Goat. Christine says, what is the weirdest broken bone you have seen? You said any questions. Weirdest broken bone. I've seen every bone in the human body broken. Some of the crazy, I'll give you some of the crazier one. How about that? I remember vividly this woman was walking, they were like taking pictures on a train track or something. And so imagine a railroad tie, so the big old freaking wooden block, and then the railroad thing, the track, like the metal track. I don't know why there was a railroad tie so close. This fool stepped in between the railroad tie and this little space, and then the track itself. Her foot stayed here and her leg did this. So here's her leg. Her foot went in. That was not good. That was not good. I'm talking bones sticking out. She showed me the photo. She showed me the photo of, like, she was holding it up on the train tracks. They took a photo of it there. She was like, you want to see? I'm like, freak yeah, I want to see. Not good. That was pretty good. That was a great break. Most of the others, I saw some today, broken bones, like one was almost pushing out of the skin, but it didn't look, it wasn't, maybe to you guys it would have been crazy, but to me, I'm like, yeah, dang, you did a doozy, didn't you? And in my head, I'm like, this fool about to have surgery, they have no idea. Why is Old Forester 1920 so good? Reggie Z, to answer that question, is because it's just a goddamn good bottle. Wigmaster says least favorite distillery. Least favorite. Man, that's hard. David Griffin just subscribed. I really don't know my least favorite, because like every distillery has something that I really like, and they have bottles I really don't like. Let me say this. I won't say it's my least favorite, but what I can tell you is my least grabbed for bottle is Buffalo Trace. I don't reach for them like ever. Tonight was the first time I drank Buffalo Trace in probably at least a month. Like, I just do not reach for them. It's not that I don't like them. I'd probably say they're my least favorite. They have really good bottles. Obviously, the Stag batch is a freaking amazing, but I don't grab it. Whiskey with an E, Toby. I don't spell it without an E. Broken femur twice in the same place. Eric, you did that? That's not good. Can see why you said vivid? Ouch. I tried to warn you. Bottle you have killed the most. That's a great question, Terrence. Honestly, probably Old Forester 100 proof is the bottle I've killed them. That or Maker's 46. Those two bottles, they're the type of bottles where I pour one, I drink it, and then I'm like, man, that was so good. Let me just go grab another. And it's like, I drink it like it's freaking water. I love that stuff. So probably those two bottles. Yeah. Would you recommend Bourbon Trail? Any recommendations for must see or do? Yeah, Fly Fisher, dude. That question could go. I would say do it all. I've been to a lot. I've been Maker's Mark, Woodford Reserve, Wild Turkey, Four Roses, Buffalo Trace, Castle and Key, Willet, Barton, which they're not doing tours anymore, which I made a whole video of that, but I don't think it wasn't a popular video because no one goes to Barton, but that was one of my favorite tours ever, was Barton. I've been to Bardstown Bourbon Company, Jim Beam. I've been to Evan Williams Experience. I've been to Limestone Branch, which is Yellowstone. I've been to... Is that it? I'm drunk. That's probably it. It really depends on what you're looking for. Buffalo Trace is such a beautiful place, but the tour experience it's so overcrowded. It's like freaking Disney. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many better places. Woodford Reserve, I think, is beautiful. I think they give you the experience. They have a freaking cafe. You can get lunch and you can get cocktails while you're waiting. Bonus. That was great. If you love history, if you love just historical buildings and like this is literally what these fools were seeing back in the day, Castle and Key might not be the most exhilarating of tours, but historically speaking, the Old Taylor Distillery is where it's at, is freaking awesome. For that alone, Maker's Mark, beautiful property, great tour. They let you can buy bottles and dip them. Worth it. They also have a diner. You can eat, get cocktails. Bonus. It's in the middle of nowhere. You want to eat there. Bardstown Bourbon Company, great tour. They have a restaurant. Huge bonus. Willet, very low-key, very small operations. Wild Turkey, I went to Wild Turkey. Great property. Going into those rick houses, awesome. Great tour. It wouldn't be on the top of my list. I'm trying to give you it all. What else did I do? I would say my favorite distilleries to visit are probably Maker's Mark. Woodford is beautiful as heck. Four Roses was pretty lacking. Four Roses was lacking. Buffalo Trace, but you gotta know, like, that should not be your number one. Go do all the other ones first, and then stop by there. It's so packed. It is jam packed. The line is freaking stupid, dude. It's a joke. It's a joke. Every tater is in line to go into their gift shop. It's for the lack of a better word. No, I'm not even gonna say it. Don't do it. How does Zerk's naked body feel? It feels good. Have you been to Starlight? That place is the best. I have not been, but again, I've heard Starlight is a great place to go to. Angel's Envy and Rabbit Hole are boring. It's kind of like Old Forester is kind of boring too. Basically, like, Louisville is fun, but when you go to the distilleries in Louisville, it's not you're not getting the experience. You're not getting the experience of going like Wild Turkey. They bus you up to the rick house. They take you through the, like, that's the experience. You go to Maker's Mark, you walk through the rick house, you go through everything. Jim Beam, they let us go into they let us empty out a barrel of Knob Creek. We went through the mash house. Woodford, you go through all of these old rick houses. You get to see the barrel carts. Like, if you've never been, there's like train tracks that they roll the barrels on. It's freaking awesome. And them fools are like rolling the barrels down it. It's awesome. Yeah, I would say my top favorite distilleries that I've gone to would probably be Maker's Mark, Willet, or not Willet, Woodford Reserve. It just, the road to get you to Woodford Reserve is cool. It's like takes you through all these like horse pastures, like all these bougie. It's awesome on itself just to drive there. I would say, honestly, Limestone Branch. Crazy. Yellowstone. Very small. You're not getting the bells and whistles, but what you are getting is like homey type people. Like, hey, you're the only freaking person here. Let's go do whatever you want. Why I liked it is because all the other tours, you're with a huge group of people. It's like half of the people are freaking idiots. And it's like, why do they use corn in whiskey? You know, it's just like, are you kidding me? Can we just go see the cool stuff? And this fool's asking about corn. You know, so it's that. Limestone was more down to earth. They took you into the most shady connexes. It's like a shipping container, right? Inside the shipping container are barrels of whiskey. They thieved straight from the barrel. That's what I want. I want to drink whiskey that just came out of a barrel. They do that for you. But I haven't mentioned it yet, but Bardstown Bourbon Company, they have a great tour where they will thieve out of barrels for you. That's what you want. Thieving whiskey out of barrels, seeing the rick house, smelling the rick house is top tier. So there's my rant. Jesus Christ. I just went way overboard. Beam was good, but felt like cattle be shuffled around. Exactly. You're getting in a bus. You're with like 50 other people. It was cool because you were seeing the huge operate. Like, they show you everything. Them fools they're massive. Favorite caliber. Favorite caliber. I would say probably like a 308. civilian terms. Like a 7.62. Think of a M240 shooting a 308. That kills, and it's awesome. That will drop somebody dead. Like, they explode. It's awesome. Me personally, like, I love the 5.56 just because I shot that. I've shot more 5.56 in my lifetime than probably everyone in here combined. Not my favorite round, but it's got to be because I've shot it so much. Hundreds of thousands of 5.56. It'll kill you. It'll drop you dead. Favorite author. I read a lot of nonfiction war books. Eric Blim, he wrote Fearless, which is one of my favorite books of all freaking time. Everyone needs to read Fearless by Eric Blim. But I also read, like, I read freaking Goosebumps as a kid, and I thoroughly love Harry Potter. So, J.K. Rowling and R.L. Stein, there's my favorite authors. Angel's Envy is insane. Like insanely good. Four Roses is really cool too. When I went on their tour, because they have a distillery, and then they have like a whole other property by Jim Beam, which is like an hour and a half away, which is their like warehouse tour. It's like a whole other thing. So kind of weird. Everyday carry. I would probably say like my gun is not my everyday carry. I have a freaking 1911 freaking 45. I love the 45 caliber. You want to know why? I think a lot of people who do everyday carry and stuff, I want a bullet that's going to kill you. When I shoot you, I want you to drop. So it's a little different. I think if you get a smaller caliber 40 or something, probably do you good. My mindset's just different. My gun's huge too. I think you could get like a Glock freaking, I don't even know what they are, like a Glock 43 or something, and freaking, you could drop people. Yeah, I'm a savage, dude. I want you to die. If I'm going to shoot someone, you're going to die. It's just the military in me. I don't want you to, like, run away. You're dead. Ever been to Green River? For one, Philip Travis, good to see you. I have not. We've been talking about Green River. I do have small hands, too. I need a small gun. Everyday pocket knife. I'm not that big into pocket knives, Ricardo. Don't want to scare you away. That's also coming from a place of, it's the infantry guy in me, to where you should never be in a hand, if you are in a knife battle, you did something wrong. Which I'm glad you did something wrong and you have a knife to take out your adversary. I think you didn't do your job right, because there's never been a point in my life where I was like, I needed a knife. No, my gun was on you. I had control of my gun, and that's what I'm using. I will punch you in the face with my freaking, the barrel of my gun. I'm going to pop you in the face. I'm not going to stab you. My hands should not be off that rifle. I shouldn't have a knife. But everyday carry knife, yeah, I guess it makes sense in today's day and age. It's probably something I should invest in. Things you collect outside of whiskey? Wine. I collect wine. I'm huge into wine, Terrence. Other than that, though, all my money goes to whiskey, wine, travel. I love like my camera. I love getting lenses for my camera and like airsoft stuff. So I don't really collect things outside of whiskey. Eric says the Bardstown tour is top notch. Totally agree. Trev will piston whip you. Will you and Sarah get a cat? We've been talking about it. I love my 40. Can focus shots with my 380 better. And here's the thing. You can argue this round is more deadly than this round. But the round that's deadly enough, but I can put more into you, I'm just telling you, if I put like 13 freaking 380s into you before you could take off like 5 shots, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. You hear affix bayonets. The shit has hit the fan. That's when you know you're going to die too. Like, this is it. Like, you're going to die. This is your best chance of at least taking down one of them. That's what affix bayonets means. Chris, are you new here? Because your last name's so hard to say, I don't think I've ever said it. Chris Doty? Date? Chris D. Dead tell no stories. Exactly. For stores around Metro, look up A&B Noe Party Store Tippins. Where is that at? Like in Michigan? 6 hour P365. Dr. Jake. That's yeah. I couldn't think of the name because I'm freaking drunk. That is one I definitely recommend. That the Sig Sauer for an everyday carry. It's compact and it will freaking kill you. It won't kill you, it'll kill bad guys. That's what you want. The Sig Sauer, and then I think, I'm not a Glock guy, but I think maybe the 43 is the compact version. I think that's a good one too. Trev, the shirt, bro. I'm not taking it off. Kevin Campbell says, we need to talk. Kevin, text me. Ever tried Meiomi Pinot Noir Fly Fisher? Yes. Yeah, that's has a bear on it. $20 bottle. I think it's a good bottle. For me personally, there's others I like, but I'm not going to say it's a bad Pinot Noir. World War I or World War II? Matt, I don't know what you're asking. If you're I could answer that every way I can think. I would much have rather been in World War II. World War I was literally hell. I mean, all war is hell, right? But which layer of hell are you on? World War I was a little bit deeper. I don't want to live in mud. I don't want to live in a trench. I don't want to have rats on me. I don't want you to fix bayonets and charge over a goddamn wall into a freaking no man's land. That was so stupid. It was the age of war that was so stupid. It was the mix of Civil War. We're gentlemen. We have inaccurate rifles. We're going to stand. We're going to shoot at each other. And it was blended with war that is, we have freaking machine guns and sniper rifles. So it was this blend of, dude, you're freaking dead. That is not for me. I think World War II was much more of a traditional, conventional war. War is never fair, but I would have much rather taken my chances there. I would have felt better like, hey, we both have good weapons. We have good tactics. Let the best man win. World War I was much more of, whoever throws the more people at the wall wins. And that's stupid. World War II. I think World War I is very interesting. And someone even asked, did you like 1917? I did. I think some people could have saw it as boring. I think some people could have not recognized the art. I loved the camera, like the choreography on that. I think it was like a cinematography masterpiece. Someone mentioned the 3-chord. I'm gonna pour a little bit of that. We're going extra innings, but something that I've learned is to focus on me and to focus on you guys. So we will hard wrap it up at 10 though. We will finish. I have a whiskey meetup tomorrow, and I'm not gonna show up freaking schlammered. So we're hard wrapping it in 20. So we'll keep. I like you guys' questions. As long as you guys are here, I'm here. Justin Jazwa? Dude, are you new here too? I've never said your last name. Sub chat, what are you guys drinking tonight? I just poured a 3-chord. This is a 15-year-old store pick that is finished in Pinot Noir. We finished the blind, and someone earlier mentioned the 3-chord, and I just wanted to revisit it. I'm not taking the shirt off. Sig is my jam. 43X is a high capacity 9mm. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Do you own any Springfield handguns? My faves. No, I have a the only handgun that I own is a Remington 1911. And I love that. I mean, you break in my house, you're freaking eviscerated. I will destroy you. So don't do that. It's 10. It's 10:40. Well, the top of the hour, Joe. Top of the hour. See my above comment about the Korean War. Let me scroll up. Specifically, the Chosen Reservoir. Specific to individual battles, this is the worst our country fought. Just good on me. Let me scroll up because I'm a huge Korean. Any war. Here we go. Check out the following 2 books. Must reads on the Korean War. The Last Stand of Fox Company and Desperate Ground. I haven't heard of those books. I'll have to check those out. I've definitely read a couple Korean War books. I think the Korean War is not the Korean War in itself. I think the way they call it the Forgotten War. And I think that is an injustice. I think those fools, that was a bad time. And I don't think anyone talks about it. They have no idea what those guys went through. Shit. God dang it. Spilled a little, half the glass here. Are we getting where we need to be yet? God dang Korean War. The worst thing in the world is having a Mauser and a bayonet, but knowing it would be a crime to combine them. I own several like classical weapons. I have a 1944 M44 Mosin Nagant. It's like the short. If you guys are familiar with the Mosin Nagant, they got like the 1895 or something. It's like a long barrel one. The one I have is like a shorty. It's freaking awesome. It's got a bayonet on it. And I'm pretty sure this bayonet's illegal as hell. Like, if you stab someone with that, it's one of the, it's like a star, I can't explain it. From what I've gathered is it's the type of bayonet that just the way it's shaped, the wound doesn't heal. Like, it doesn't close up the way it's supposed to. Like, hypothetically, if like that's illegal, I would hate to be someone who owned that. I would never own one of those. Is it the... Let me scroll down. I'm so far behind. Triangles don't sew up. That's why they are shaped the way. That's the one I got. Chris says great uncle spoke of Battle of the Bulge. Really? What unit was he with, Chris? Like, do you know what he was like? Was he in the? He gotta have been in the army. But what did he do? Do you like Shine? I tried some rye a buddy had, and I actually liked it. Some of the moonshine was pretty dang good, man. A little treat for Miss Rich. This drinking thing is self-regulating. What proof is that 15 year? Whoever wrote this was an idiot. You can barely even tell. It's 51.2. I think. Yeah, 51.2%. I don't think that's a 57. I think that's a 51. So lower proof. Brian Faber, be careful. You're cut off. I'm honestly not that bad, but spilled half the dang bottle. I'm not drinking any more of that. We got 15 minutes. I'm not cut off. It's Friday. Everyone go get a glass. We're not cut off. We're having fun. 10-1 odds and 60 degrees below zero without wind chill. Might be the hardest battle U.S. forces have fought in. And also, just good old me, some of the stories I've heard about, like, you know, Jocko Podcast has done a lot of Korean War podcasts. Especially in the beginning, those fools did not have cold weather gear. They were getting holy crap. I may or may not have had a patient who was a Korean War veteran. This dude, he had, you could see like his hands were like, they were so scarred. And I was like, we were talking because he's an old Korean War vet, right? Hypothetically speaking, and I'm talking to him. I was like, hey, you're a veteran, and we started talking. He got frostbite on his hands, and it, like, both of them. And that fool went to the aid station, was like, hey, freaking fix me up. I got to go back to the front line. This dude went back to the front line with freaking frostbitten hands. That's what... That would never happen nowadays. It just wouldn't happen. It's a different generation, man. Trev, you tried Nashville barrels. So good. I haven't, but if you say so, my local store has a Nashville Barrel Company store pick on sale from, I think it's $70. I think they have it on sale for $50. So would you say $50 is worth me going to the store tomorrow and buying it? 50? Interesting fact, my grandfather was drafted for World War II. After he was drafted again, along with my dad, for Korea conflict, granddad did secret work in World War II. See, dude, this is so awesome, man. Kevin Rhodes, what's up, nerd? Sipping on some High West Rendezvous. Cheers, man. I'm glad you're here. We're still here. It was found out around the Civil War. Favorite wine from what region, says Jake McKee. Again, we can ask, you guys can get me down any rabbit hole you want. We can talk wine. We can talk war. We can talk about my time in the war. We can talk about anything you want. What's up, Peter B? It's not a party till you spill a little bourbon. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I mean, I'm schlammered, but I'm not schlammered enough to spill it. It was just in the way. You know what I'm saying? Favorite wine from what region? If you look at it, let's look at it this way. I'll make it quick because I know a lot of people aren't wine people. As an everyday sipper wine, I would say Sauvignon Blanc. Just give me any of it. I don't really care for the traditional Sauvignon Blanc that's from like Australia, New Zealand. I'm not as big as fan of that as I am like California Sauvignon Blanc. It's a white wine, like a dry white wine. I like that's a bottle. That's like my Wild Turkey 101. You just pour it and drink it and you don't think about it. That's my bottle. My favorite region type of wine in terms of red wine, I would probably say like an Italian wine, like a Chianti, Barolo, a lighter red wine, or me personally, it would be Beaujolais Village, very specific French wine, Beaujolais Village. Those wines are 100% Gamay wine, grape. It's like a lighter red wine. Think Pinot Noir, but not as jammy. Very light, crushable. That would probably be my thing, like a French Beaujolais, Italian Chianti, Sauvignon Blanc. There you go. I drink all wine though. I drink freaking Chardonnay, Cabernet, Pinot Grigio, Pinot Gris, Riesling, Rosé, Malbec, Argentina. See, I'm not the biggest fan of Malbec. It's spicy. Like Malbec, Syrah, it's like a spicy wine. I'm much more into the sweeter, lighter things. They're good, but they're just not my forte. Iwo Jima, the only battle of World War II, U.S. casualties more than Japanese, more Medal of Honors awarded than any other battle. Love my history. I got... You can get me fired the F up about Normandy, Iwo Jima, Okinawa, all these huge, huge campaigns. Shoot, we could talk about Peleliu, freaking Paivavoo. God dang, I love my history. Iwo Jima, I would much rather have done about god dang anything than storm the beaches of Iwo Jima. Like, F that. And them fools did it. Now, did they know exactly what they were doing? Probably not, and that's part of why it's so great, is like any war we're in, we aren't realizing the effect we're having. We're doing our job. We're so for our country, and we're so against whoever we're fighting. That's the beauty of warriors, is like, they're not thinking like, Jesus Christ, I'm storming Iwo Jima. They had no idea what the hell they were doing. This is like, hey, that's the bad guy. We're going to go freaking kill him. Let's go. And that's it. Looking back, we can see things on a bigger picture. Like, bro, you guys didn't have good odds. So, the brass balls on those guys. Clifford, what's up, man? I recollect a 5+ Veterans Day stream. Good old days. My grandfather died 2 weeks ago at 99. He fought in the Polish underground army and lost 3 fingers blowing up Nazi train tracks. Well, Wigmaster, for one, let's raise a glass to Grandpa Wigmaster. I'm going to tell you right now, dude was a badass. Lost 3 fingers blowing up Nazi train tracks. You know how many train tracks he probably blown up after that? Dude's in there like freaking, hey, what's up? I'm no noob. He's like this. I'm no noob to this. He's like this. He lost 3 fingers, Grandpa. planting bombs with freaking 2 fingers. Badass. I guarantee you, man. Polish, too. Man, the Poles are awesome. Grom. God dang. That's so awesome. Gas, Raging Irishman. I love the random questions. Gas or charcoal grill? I'm going to answer this what I have. I have a gas grill. And I can cook a really mean steak on it. Charcoal grill is going to make a better steak. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I don't know how to use one. There's that too. Trev, what would suggest for Italian food? What do you mean by that? I don't know. I drink Italian wine. The Italian food I know is like Olive Garden type, like ravioli and freaking pizza. Ken Olive, what's up, Ken? Which one do I crack open first? Where did that comment go? Which do I crack open first? Haven't tried either E.H. Taylor Rye or Willet 4-year. Ken, you have 2 very different bottles. I think the E.H. Taylor Rye is going to be way sweeter. It's going to be a bourbon drinker's rye. And that Willet 4-year is going to be much more of a this is rye. I would say just crack them both and compare them, because you're going to learn a lot by those 2 bottles. You're going to learn what a sweet bourbon drinker rye is, and you're going to learn what a more traditional rye is. So when you hear people like me say this is a bourbon drinker rye, I'm referring to the E.H. Taylor rye. And when I say this is like a rye drinker's rye, I'm referring to the Willet. That's a great learning experience. You got 2 good bottles for that. Strawberry Hill, what is that? Might not be something I know. Sipping on a 16 Canadian rye pick. There you go. Any boxed wines in your mix or just bottles? I don't drink boxed wine. There's plenty of budget, like at my local store, and I can't tell you the name of it. It's like $10 Riesling from Germany. Fantastic. The Sauvignon Blanc I get's like $10. There's really good stuff for super freaking cheap. There is here's one. It's a Louis Jadot. Louis Jadot. Or for all of you Southerners, Louis Jadot. French wine from Beaujolais Village. It's like $15. It's one of my favorite bottles. $15. Gamay. It's delicious. I like wine, especially with steak. You get a good red wine, you get a big freaking ribeye. Oh. Fly Fisher Best Veteran Charity. Dude, there are so many, man. If you really want to know, you need to message me, because right now I can't even think of any because there's so many. Like, I have a lot, but I could send you guys, and I want to do I'm gonna do another charity stream. I want to do a giveaway stream, because there's a lot of cool charities out there right now that are doing freaking awesome stuff. Eugene Sledge's memoir about Peleliu and Okinawa is serious reading. Just good old me, I read that. It's freaking brutal. What's the name of that book? I was gonna say Helmet for My Pillow, but that's Robert Lecky's. Robert Leckie wrote Helmet as My Pillow, or Helmet for My Pillow. Eugene Sledge was The Old Breed. The Old Breed, or something like that. Everyone should read that book. It's freaking brutal, dude. He was nonstop. As a former Marine, I have to acknowledge the U.S. Army's contribution in the Pacific Theater. It is totally unreal. Well, you got to think though, like the Marines, that was their main theater, so they get the credit. There were a lot of Army soldiers like fought and died there too. So, but is it cheap steak? No. Cohen says, "Will it's mint, dill, and pine." I kind of agree with you. The mint and dill for sure. I don't know about pine for me specifically, but I could see it. Yep, Willet is dill to me. Matt says pineapple on pizza. I would say I would never order pineapple on pizza, but I will eat it. So yeah, I'm cool with pineapple being on pizza. I wouldn't order it though. What do you drive? I What do you think I drive? What do you think the vehicle I drive is? That's a good question for you guys. What do you think? With the old breed, that's it. That book, I'm telling you, you guys need to order that book off Amazon and freaking read it. It's crazy. And then just good old me. I know you've probably even read this book too. What was it called? Bergen. If you've watched the Pacific, Bergen was the he was the mortar team leader. And he wrote a book. He wrote a book too. I forgot what it was called. It was really, really good too. Those books are so freaking good. They are brutal. They are so honest. I mean, they talk about everything they saw. They hold nothing back. Freaking just there's no editing. It's just like, hey, this dude's freaking blown in half. I'm gonna write about it. Ramus Bergen. He wrote a book. He wrote a book. I forgot what it was called. But I read it. And I just remember Bergen in his book. Fan freaking tastic. Hyundai, Toyota, Tacoma, Jeep Wrangler. Someone has literally nailed it on the head, and I think they just freaking know. I drive a Honda Civic. It's badass. But hold on. Got it. It's Islands of the Damned. A Marine at war in the Pacific. Islands of the Damned. If you guys read books, you need to read those books if you like war books, man. Hey, I drive a solid 50 miles to work, and then a solid 50 back. So I need the gas mileage. Sug it. If you make fun of my Civic, I come to my house right now and I'm going to kiss you. Did you hear about the guy breaking into Makers and trying to burn the... What? They're about to be a booze news if that's true, dude. Toby, freaking send me that article right goddamn now. Philip Travis, my granddad was U.S. Army in Pacific Theater, 2 Purple Hearts, and we lost him at the beginning of COVID. God dang, man. Philip, was he ever like open with stories with you? Like about his Purple Hearts and stuff? That's awesome, though. Your freaking granddad was a badass. Who gets... I don't know. I just look up to those generations, man. Like, There's not many people that I ever served with that got even one Purple Heart, let alone two. So, it's just awesome. Oh, heck yeah, Toby. We're about to do a booze news. You need a red Prius. Shut up. A Honda with no seat? What does that mean, dude? To Hell and Back. The book is much darker than the movie. Raging Irishman, what is that? To Hell and Back. What is the movie? Is the movie called To Hell and Back? I don't know if I've seen that. What do you guys think? Like, what is your favorite war movie of all time? Or series? Like, I think The Pacific, I think Band of Brothers, I think Saving Private Ryan right there. Three, you want to know what war is. Freaking brutal. Saving Private Ryan is, I think Saving Private Ryan is the best mix of like cinema movie and this is realistic war. I think they balanced it right. I think some like Band of Brothers, while I think is like a 10 out of 10, I think they did, I don't know how to say it without it sounding bad because I don't think it's bad. I think it's more, a little more real. Like it's more true to the book. Like just like the Pacific is much more very by the book. Um, Saving Private Ryan kind of sprinkled a little bit of cinema to make it a little more palatable. And I think you got to mix it because I think a lot of people just don't. I don't. If you've never been to war, I don't think you can appreciate some of the ultra realistic stuff. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Maybe that's what you want. But I think the vast majority of people can't. I just think they're like, man, this is too much, or this is too slow, or this is like, that's too brutal. Black Hawk Down. I've met a couple Black Hawk Down guys. Those guys are freaking badass. Fury was brutal. Fury is brutal. Full Metal Jacket. I love the basic training scene. In Apocalypse Now, I think was a little. I think they were silly. I much rather like Vietnam movie. I liked Platoon. Ooh, Hamburger Hill. Hamburger Hill is probably my favorite Vietnam movie. Very, very realistic in terms of um, like unit structure, segregation, just the way the war was going. I mean that movie, man, just the way it, but like outside of the action, very, very realistic to how a unit is. And I really appreciated it. I was like, holy crap, this is what it's like. To people who don't know what the freaking being in the army's like, this is what it's like. That I liked that. Hacksaw Ridge, brutal movie. Brutal. I liked that movie too. I'm telling y'all now, Das Boot is a must watch, and it's about a German U-boat crew. Came out in the early 1980s. I've seen a lot of you guys talk about Das Boot. I'm gonna have to go watch it. I don't think I've seen that. We Were Soldiers. Hey, you want a funny story about We Were Soldiers, J-Max? When I was in basic training, I don't know how much of this was true. Dude, I said hard cap 10 minutes ago. We're still going. F it. We're going until Miss Wrench gets home. When she's home, that's the hard cap because she's the boss. In basic training, we had one of our drill sergeants. It was a different platoon's drill sergeant, but if you guys don't know how basic training works, all drill sergeants are in charge of you. One night, it was just him, and he called us all down to the area, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, here we go. We're about to get smoked. And he said, we're about to go in here, and we're going to do a class on land nav. And I'm like, bro, it's 9 o'clock. What the hell? We're about to go do a land nav class? And he takes us into the classroom. There's like a little classroom there. And there comes down a freaking projector. And this fool stands up there and he says, I heard one of you morons say you've never seen We Were Soldiers. And that is the most un-American thing I've ever heard. So all of you are about to stay awake for the next 2.5 hours, and we're watching this movie. And he played We Were Soldiers. Which was, you know, at the time in basic training, like, you could have played any movie. I would have been like, holy crap, this is the best movie ever. But I stayed awake all night. Like, come on, you're in basic training. 11 o'clock? You're not awake. Like, dude, you're waking up at 3 a.m. You're not awake at 11. But here we were, like, you know, watching We Were Soldiers, man. It was awesome. One of the best memories I've had. I've seen a lot. Zero Dark 30. I think Zero Dark 30 is a great movie. Just, it's kind of boring to the average person. I think the action scene where they killed bin Laden is so by the book. Like, they followed the account of how they did it, and it's so accurate, it's insane. So the bin Laden kill of Zero Dark 30 is worth watching alone. If you have not watched Zero Dark 30, go to YouTube and just say Zero Dark 30 Navy SEAL, and then watch that 15-minute clip of them killing bin Laden. That alone is worth it. Pearl Harbor was a good movie as well. Yeah, Toby, it's cheesy. You're a freaking nerd. No, it's a great movie. It's a great movie too. Jarhead shows exactly how boring the Gulf War was to most of the guys. But it's a great movie. Great movie. American Sniper and Lone Survivor. American Sniper, I think they did really good, but I think it was very Hollywood, I don't commercialized. I think Lone Survivor's better. I think Lone Survivor was much more brutal, much more, like, that's what I want. I want people to see how hard it was. In Lone Survivor, it makes you uncomfortable. It makes you just, like, sick. That's a good movie. Hornet's Nest, that documentary, David, I think that, David Bays, is that what you're talking about? The Hornet's Nest, and then, so it's Restrepo, and then Hornet's Nest. Yeah, just good old me. I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I wouldn't say the movie did it a disservice. I've read the book. I've read the book too. I read the book before the movie. Like, I read the book back when it, like, came out. You gotta think, though. I think anything that goes into Hollywood, they're gonna twist the story a little bit. You always read the book before you watch a movie. Or watch the movie, but you have to read the book. You can't watch the movie and not read the book. You gotta get it. Marcus Luttrell was in the movie. I think if it was a total disservice to what happened, I don't think he would have allowed it. I think they definitely added some stuff just to make it, cinema. Because you got to think how many people are watching this movie who don't give a shit. They don't know. I don't care if this was a real story. They're just watching it for the action. They don't care. There's a lot of stuff they add. But you got to think the people who care, just good old me, they're going to read the book. They know the story. Otherwise, they don't care. That's the sad thing. That's the sad truth about just America, is a lot of people don't care. And as sad as it is, it's kind of like, well, if they don't care, and that's why I kind of agree with them doing the Hollywood thing. Let them make their money, because guess what? The people don't care. And if they don't care to watch it, then I don't care for you to get it accurate. You better get it close enough, though. Because I get what you're doing. You're trying to make your money, but you better get it close goddamn enough. I see both parts of it. I really do. And you got to think, real war and real things do not make for a good movie. Because either A, it's too much for people to handle, or B, it's too freaking boring. Because it ain't like freaking what you see on TV and it's just badass all day. It's pretty boring. There's moments. It's got its highs and lows, so you gotta bend the truth. I would say bend the truth, but you gotta play it up a little bit. But I agree with you. You gotta balance it. You gotta balance the action, and you gotta balance the storytelling, make up some crap, and make it interesting story. But you gotta have at least some of the truth. And that's what I at least like about Lone Survivor, is they at least... You can't disagree with me that the action, with the battle scene of them fighting, where it's like 30 minutes of them getting shot and killing bad guys, it's uncomfortable. They're falling down cliffs. That, at least to me, was a little bit of truth. And it makes you uncomfortable. And that's, I think, to me, good enough for the average person. Read Unbroken. Never watched the movie. Unbroken, if that's about the guy, the B-52 bomber or whatever, they got shot down, and he went to a Japanese camp. That movie, brutal. Must-watch movie. No one ever said The Patriot or Braveheart, epic. Both of those are great. Tropic Thunder is great, too. Based on the podcasts I've heard from guys that were around Red Wings, I'd say Lone Survivor was a dud based off of what happened. Toby, and I agree with you too, because I've listened to those same podcasts. I don't know. I will say, after reading Marcus's book, it's hard to explain. I think... Do I wish the movie was more accurate? Yes. It's a Hollywood movie. For what it is, I think it's close enough for the average person who does not give a shit for them to care about Red Wings. I think it's enough to draw these people in and capture their attention, but then also say, well, man, there's books about it. I want to go read about it. I think it's enough to get them to be like, hey, go read the truth. I think it did good. I think it gets them captivated. I think it shows their struggles. And I think it gets people to go and learn. That's what I'll leave it at. No one will ever do justice. If someone made a movie about the stuff I did, they will never do it justice. They weren't there, and I'm going to say, well, I was there, and that's not the feeling that I was feeling. Look at that actor. He's not showing what I felt. they just got to do it enough, I guess. It's hard. It's a slippery slope. I can see though. I agree. I can agree some of you would be upset about it. I get you, man. No, dude, just good on me. I'm on the same page as you. I just try and look at it a little different, I guess. Watch The Enemy Below for a good sub movie. Like a submarine movie? I don't know why that just reminded me of a movie that no one has mentioned, Enemy at the Gates. That's a great movie. Freaking Jude Law. Shoot, he bangs a chick in a he slaps some cheeks in the middle of a freaking army refuge. It's a great movie. He's sniping people all movie. He's killing some Germans and he gets laid. It's awesome. Fury is a definite Hollywood movie. Very gritty and realistic. But definitely, I think they were focusing more on the human element than the war. They were really focusing on that new private who's kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like they were focusing on him and his transition into I don't even just disassociation with life. It's a great transition of like you need to watch that with a thought of how one's mind can change. It's great. Bridge on the River Kauai? I haven't seen that. Heart's War, that's a good one, David. Hey, what's up, Cheech? Congrats on 7 million. Love you, bro. On our way to 7 billion. I will say, David says, I don't know how close to war it was. I think the battle scenes, like when they're marching across the field and you see, like, when the tank shell flies past them, for shoot, that one dude gets cut clean in half. That crap is real. That is real. I think a lot of the other stuff, especially the ending when they're like buckled up in the tank and it gets a little Hollywood, but there's some grittiness to that that's very real. All Quiet on the Western Front. I think someone else mentioned that the there's a remake on Netflix, I think. It's not as like it's realistic in terms of I will say it's kind of boring. There's some very engaging and interesting points of that movie, but that movie feels like it just goes on and on and on and on. I think there's a lot of slow moments, but that's the thing. That's how war is. So that's probably a reason why a lot of people don't do it like that. So I thought it was great. I thought it was great. It was good to see the German side of things. Especially I thought the magic of that movie, like my favorite part, honestly, was the German kids before they joined, like the transition, they were joining the army, and then when they got to the army. I love to see the transition of their minds, where they were like, oh, this is like, heck, they were so excited to go kill, like, they're like, we're going to go join the army. And then they're like, what the piss is this? Come say hello. No, just say hey. You just wave. Pick up Willie.
Hello.
Willow.
She doesn't want to.
Come she do.
We'll go outside.
Okay, let her go outside. T-34? That's like a Russian movie, isn't it? Didn't quite love the All Quiet remake. But war is boring. Yeah. My number one is Saving Private Ryan. I think that's probably the best war movie. Again, like I said, mix of action and storytelling. Like they made some crap up. It's a good blend of historical accuracy and, Hollywood. You gotta have both. Flags of Our Fathers is a really good one too. That no one's mentioned that. What's that other one? Isn't there? There's like an Iwo Jima movie, huh? Flags of Our Fathers. That was Iwo Jima. What was that Nicolas Cage movie where he was in? They were in the Pacific. Letters from Iwo Jima. That's what I'm thinking of. That's a good one too. Nicolas Cage was in a freaking Pacific movie. What the hell was that called? It wasn't the best, but it was fun. Do you ever see Taking Chance? I haven't never heard of that. Inglorious Bastards? It's okay. It's fun. Wind Talkers. Yeah, Wind Talkers. That movie's good. No, it's Wind Talkers. Wind Talkers. It's about like the Navajo guys who like they would translate and stuff for them. That's a good one. It's kind of corny, but it's fun. It's fun. Lord of War? No, David. Thin Red Line. It's an okay World War II movie. I would say, what's that other movie? There's a World War II movie that I really loved growing up. I'm gonna have to find it. It's not the best. Here, I'll find it. So there's Thin Red Line. There's another one that I really liked and I don't think a lot of people know about. Here, hold on. Crap, I'm not going to be able to find it. Patton, Sergeant York, Final Count, Longest Day. Nope. Platoon. Hey, Henry Turner, what's up, dude? You gonna come over? Thin Red Line is Guadalcanal. So that's like beginning Pacific. God dang it, hold on. What's that movie called? Here, I'm going to find it. I want to see if anyone's seen it. Is that it? I don't remember it being called that, but hold on. I have to Google this thing. That might be it. That is it. When Trumpets Fade. Have you guys ever seen that? When Trumpets Fade. That's a good one. I like that. That's a good movie. It's about like a medic. When Trumpets Fade. Has anyone seen that? The Battle of the Hurtgen Forest. See, I don't remember anything. I don't remember like the details. I remember watching that as a kid and was like, holy crap. Hey, Mike Franklin, you're back. Right before the Battle of the Bulge. Which makes sense. The whole movie, they're freaking cold and covered in snow. The Big Red One. Sergeant York was an incredible movie too. Patton. What about the that bridge movie? The bridge movie, like the British who held the bridge, old school movie, like in the 80s, 70s. That was a good one. Bridge over the River Why? No. I'm gonna have to look that one up, just good old me, but I don't think that's what it is. A Bridge Too Far. That's it. That's a good one. That's a great movie. Good Morning Vietnam was never mentioned, or Born on the 4th of July. I would still say my favorite Vietnam movie in terms of like just like realism and how I felt was probably Hamburger Hill. I think that movie is worth watching. Like, you know, We Were Soldiers is great. I think Hamburger Hill, you want to see how it's great. Yeah, Platoon, love that one too. I'm gonna have to look over the bridge over the river Kwai. I'm gonna have to watch that. I've never heard of that. Sounds good. Star Wars? Focus on episode 3 and 4 of Band of Brothers. I already know what all three. I know what all episodes Just a Good Old Me is. Episode 1, basic training. Episode 2 is when they drop into D-Day. Episode 3 is titled Carentan. I think episode 4 is titled Replacements, where they drop into Operation Market Garden. I'm a huge Band of Brothers fan. Those 2, 3, and 4, brutal. Apocalypse Now. There we go. No one's mentioned that. It's a good Vietnam. I think it's a little cheesy. It's definitely cheesy, but it's good. A Bridge Too Far is around Operation Market Garden, but I think it follows like the British guys, right? Oh God, Full Metal Jacket, the basic training scene with Arlie Ermy. Jesus Christ. You want to know a fun fact about Full Metal Jacket? Is that all of those scenes were like, I can't tell you the accuracy of this statement. I don't know how much of those scenes were improv, but he improv'd most of his lines. They just let him do whatever he wanted to do. He didn't write out, the jelly donut. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? He just was like, hey, just you do your thing and we're going to film it. So, almost all improv. It makes it so much better that some dude didn't write that. It was just like, hey, we need you to go in here and yell at these people, and we're just going to film you. He was a real DI. He went into character based on its experiences. You know what that's like, Trev. And he was like, I'm going to show you. exactly what it was like. Fly Fisher, favorite country singer? This may come to a surprise to you. I listen to death metal. I'm huge. I'm a metalhead, dude. I want death metal. I love me some Morgan Wallen. Pour me. Love it. I'd get down with some Morgan Wallen. You own. What is this? It's a jelly donut. A jelly donut? Favorite heavy metal band? It's so hard, Fly Fisher. I think currently one of my favorites is Lorna Shore. I just bought tickets to go see one of their concerts in a couple months. So, the helicopter gunner was supposed to play that drill sergeant role? Really? Well, they did good. Look at it, all you guys. The original actor they cast for the DI in Full Metal Jacket ended up being the door gunner, though. I'm gonna have to rewatch because I don't know, like I can't think back and picture who the door gunner is. Like I don't know. Hey, bourbon before bacon, you nerd. You're freaking late. Do push-ups, dude. You goddamn maggot. I'll go old school, but love some Slipknot. I would say my favorite Slipknot stuff is 2008's All Hope Is Gone. Um, I think the song All Hope Is Gone is one of their best songs. I don't know. It's nostalgia mostly, but that song is so brutal. Like it's awesome. It's fun to play on the drums. It's very it's like anti-government crap. It's awesome. So, there you go. All Hope Is Gone. That whole album's awesome though. I think that's one of their best albums. So just go listen to the whole album. All Hope Is Gone. To the Hellfire, 29 million views on Spotify. Fly Fisher, if you listen to that song, I would encourage you to listen to that song because if you hate that song, you will hate everything else they do. That is easily, I think, is going to make history in that genre of music as being one of the best songs ever made. It's like history. We are watching history with this band. They are crazy. But that song, I'm going to see it live, baby. Fly Fisher, all I can encourage you to do is if it's like a 6-minute song, if you hate that song, if you're like Jesus Christ, Trev is satanic. All I encourage you to do is to skip to like the last minute of the song. And then just question why. How? Who listens to this? The last minute. Just put a helmet on. A Twisted Sister pin on your uniform. Hey, I ain't that old, bro. It's easy. You just don't lead them so much. Door gunner. Do you, for all of you, like some of you guys are like, you guys know a lot about Vietnam and stuff. Like, have you guys like looked into the McAfee SOG guys of freaking Vietnam? If you don't know, when I say SOG from Vietnam and you have no idea what I'm talking about, you better freaking listen to this podcast I'm about to tell you. if you have no idea what SOG is from Vietnam. I know some of you guys definitely. Tenacious D is my bet. Oh, dude. Wait, your mother Henry Turner. Dude, I love some Tenacious D. Oh yeah, the original like EOD guys and like the blowing up bombs in World War II. I forget what were they called? There was a unit in World War II that modern day special forces is modeled after, and I forgot what it was called. Military Assistance Command Special Observation Group. Vietnam or something like that. MACV. So it's Military Assistance Group Command Vietnam Special Observation Group. That's MACV SOG. Those dudes, I'm telling you right now, you just need to go look up, I think it's on YouTube too. Look up John Stryker Meyer. Look up John Stryker Meyer on YouTube and watch anything that's mentioned about Across the Fence or whatever. You listen to one story, it is so unbelievable. Like, you have to hear it yourself. And then you have to realize that actually happened. No, I'll have to, it's not, I know we were talking about the SAS and all that stuff in World War II. There was another group. I forgot what they called them. I'll have to look. I'll have to look at it. I'm a little slammered. My mind's not as good. Mind exploded. I did not mean. He did not mean to blow your mind. To blow you. Oh, I got you. Brits had a clandestine group. No, there was, dude, I'm telling you, there was a unit. I can't even think, man. We're slammered. All right, we've been so overtime. If I don't call it now, I will go on until like 5 a.m. Freaking love you guys. Thanks for another night. Kevin, I hope you had a great night. I know you had a freaking rough week. Just good old me. Dude, we could talk Army, military all night, man. But I'm glad you guys were all here. I'm glad you stayed an extra freaking 2 hours. Screw it. That's what we do. That's what we do. World War II Patreon watch party. We could, I will do that. I will do that. I mean, it's definitely not like, I don't know if YouTube will get mad, but we can try it. We can try it and see what happens, but I definitely want to. That would be fun, just to like talk and drink whiskey to some Vietnam freaking McAfee SOG guys killing some freaking goddamn NVA. Hell yeah. Yeah, just good old me. I'll check that channel out because I love it, man. I love World War II YouTube channels and stuff. That's when I don't watch Bourbon YouTube anymore. I watch freaking World War II, Vietnam, freaking, I watch all this other crap. It's awesome. Hey, thanks for hanging out for the celebration night. We hit 7,000 subscribers. Seriously, thank you guys. For one, being here, listening to this, 2, subscribing to me. We've had several people join the Patreon tonight. Again, that's literally how I continue to do this, because you support me. I support you guys back with all this cool upcoming stuff we do. So seriously, thank you guys. Everyone who watches and likes and comments. You can click a video and not even watch it and comment, and it helps. It's crazy. It's weird. You guys are what drives this channel. I just edit videos and do barrel picks, I guess, now. So seriously, thank you guys. 7,000 subscribers blows my mind. Seriously, it's weird. It's really weird to think about that I don't know, I don't want to call people fans, but because I'm just a dude, we should just be friends. But 7,000 friends that watch this channel, it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I freaking love you guys. So, I already told Johnny to make me do a Patreon live stream Sunday. So, hopefully we do that. Tomorrow, I have a bourbon meetup at the house. So, I'm going to be drinking more bourbon tomorrow at noon. And I'll put out a video. I think I've already have a Four Roses tier list video made. I need to do a Doc Swenson's video, so you might get both of those tomorrow. You might get both of those next week. Whatever. You're making me emotional. I freaking love you guys. See ya. See you when I see ya. Patrons, I'll see you when I see ya. Other nerds, I'll see you next Friday. Freaking nerds. God bless the USA. Go Army. Marines can eat crayons. Navy can do weird stuff to dudes. And the Air Force can sit in their